So I am unapologetically in my pajamas after coming home late last night. I have a blanket. It's not even really that cold here in Austin, like here in Texas, but my house kind of feels cold and I have laid around all morning because it was a crazy week. And like I said, unapologetic. But it sure is good to see you guys. Well, thanks for that. Thanks for the hype train, for the subs. I see John subbed. Paladrune, thank you so much for that. Gail, how are you? Wolf, how's it going? Did I miss somebody? I think I missed somebody. Hold on. Gail, saw Gail. Gail, John subbed. John gets a song. Wolf, Gail, again. Paladrune also gets a song. And VT.
Lots of Legos.
I know. If there's ever a week to do it, it's this week. Am I right? And yesterday was such a long day. So I have so many things that I should be doing, but it doesn't even matter. It's fine. I don't even whatever. It's Christmas week. This is for John. That's the only part I can really sing or hum. Also, I sound just a little froggy because my father-in-law and stepmother-in-law came down with colds the day after the wedding. Ander has it the worst out of all of us. So far, my girls haven't really come down with it. Charlotte's a little congested. Auden is fine. And so all of us were feeling just a teeny bit. I have a raging headache right now, and it's all up in here, all up in my sinuses. I took an ibuprofen, so I hope I start to feel better. If my head is still pounding by the age, within an hour or so, I may have to kind of end stream early just because I just don't feel. But you know what? That's what happens. That's what happens when you travel with little kids and you go to Utah. That's the best Dune yet. Let's see, Paladrune. I know that song on the piano, and it's been so long since I've actually played it. And because I don't really practice piano much anymore, I just kind of forget about it. And I was at my dad's house, and they have a real piano, and I sat down to play, and I was like, I haven't forgotten it. The muscle memory is just not quite there. And so it's kind of I was really struggling there for a minute. Hey, it's Peanut and Scarecrow. So this week, Scarecrow finally got to meet my brother's boyfriend, and we're all having Christmas together, which is just so lovely. Today, we're going to check out the big all-ages science exhibit here in Canberra. Canberra? Isn't it kind of funny? No matter how life may look, you just never know the title of the next chapter. You're right. You're absolutely right. You are totally right. You can look back, I feel like I can look back on times in my life where I'm I never in a million years would have dreamed that this is where I would have been. Or remember when this is what you wanted? You know what I mean? Remember when you're looking, when there was a time in your life when you wanted something that you have right now? Remember when this was your goal and you got it? Or maybe, life just has such a way of surprising you. Hey, it's DJ BJ, who had foot surgery. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, I have water, but I also have Dr. Pepper. But let me explain why, part of the reason I am feeling so all in my pajamas and whatnot. So we start coming down with colds. Kind of. Ander did. And so Ander was very vitamin C, zinc, all that stuff. And my stepmom is a nurse. And so she was like, I have a very vigorous anti-cold routine. So she told him to take all of this stuff. So Charlotte started kind of sort of coming down with a little bit of a scratchy throat. And I started to have a scratchy throat. Yes, ma'am. I know. So do I. And so Ander was like, well, I think you guys should take some vitamin C. So I took some vitamin C on an empty stomach and did not drink a full cup of water. I just drank it with like half a cup of water and, didn't think anything of it. I've taken vitamin C tons of times in my life. But I was on an empty stomach, and thank you guys for the hype train, by the way. That's always a lovely surprise. So nice. Peanut says, so I haven't ever been married, but I had all the things. We owned cars, a house, nothing too big or extra, but that was the loneliest I've ever been. My partner was terrible. I was alone in my life with him, and I resented him endlessly. I'm now back in an apartment with my fiance. Things have been tight for a while, but I would not trade my current life for the life I have now. Or for that life, for the life that you have now. See, that just goes to show you. You can have all the things that to other people look like success, but what is it? It says something, there's a quote that says something like no amount of like worldly success can make up for failure in the home. So if you have a partner that is cruel or a partner that mistreats you or a partner that isn't in it with you, that it doesn't matter how much money you have or how much stuff you have or how successful your job may be or whatever, it doesn't make up for failure in like the home or in a relationship. So on paper, or like according to Instagram or whatever, people can be like, oh, but they look at them. They have everything, but maybe he's a tyrant. Maybe she's a tyrant. Maybe they're miserable together. You have to have a healthy relationship because even if you are in an apartment or you have almost nothing, you can still find joy if you're with the right person. You know what I mean? It's doable if you're with the right person, but living in a big old mansion sounds awesome until you're in it with a horrible person. That's good for you. It does. It's a great improvement. I'm so happy for you. That makes me very happy when people can get out of get themselves out of a less than ideal situation. It may be hard, but success does not look the same to everybody. And just because you don't own a house or just because you're living in an apartment or whatever, some of my fondest memories are of us in our little apartment in Austin when it was just me and Ander and Charlotte. And that's not to say that I don't love Auden, because I love Auden dearly, but it was a simple time and we didn't have a lot of money, but I was really happy. I loved my job and I loved my baby girl, and I have very fond memories of those times. And were there times where I was like, man, I wish we could travel more, or I wish we had more money or whatever. But ultimately I look back on that time now and life's just different. It's just different now. And I'm not any less happy now. I just look back on those times very, very fondly. It was just different. Hey, collaboration. Yeah. Happy Christmas week to everybody. So going back to my story, we had a wonderful time in Utah, and I'm not going to give a big travelogue, and I'm not going to say, oh, well, this is what we did this day, and this is what we did this way, or whatever. Nice. Gail gets to come hang out with us. We're still in Chrono Trigger. I don't know. I'm not sure how long it'll take me to finish it. We're kind of reaching the end. We've been doing some extra stuff, but to be totally honest, I don't even remember exactly where we are. I was going to watch how much time do you get off for the holidays? Do you get like all this week off? Hey, Strolog. Thank you. It was a lovely trip. The wedding was great. It was all very smooth. The traveling wasn't so bad. I honestly thought yesterday was going to be bananas. I thought the airport was going to be a disaster. Busiest travel day of the year. And the Salt Lake airport was pretty not very busy. It was pretty chill. We didn't have to wait for hours and hours in the security line or anything like that. We timed it perfectly. We barely had to wait at all, honestly. But the Austin airport was a bustling, crazy place last night, but we were able to get out pretty, I have until the 31st off, then travel to BYUI after the new year. So do you teach at BYUI? No. Do you teach at BYU? Wait, what do you do? Are you going to BYUI? Like, are you actually attending classes? I don't even know where you're located, Gail. I have no idea. BYUI is the BYU campus in Idaho. Oh, just dropping family off. Okay, that does make sense. I used to live there. I lived there back when it was called Rick's College, and my dad taught at Rick's College, and he was not down with the name change. When they changed it to BYU Idaho, he was like, boo! He hated that. He was mad about it. Hey, Trekkie, thank you so much for that resub, man. What a lovely surprise. Let's see. Hold on. What is this? Wolf says, we were driving around shopping yesterday and saw a sign at the gas station that said the Powerball lottery is $1.6 billion. Husband brought one ticket just in case. I'm happy where we are, but being a millionaire would be fun. Being a millionaire would be fun. I'm not going to lie. Like, money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy freedom. And they take a lot of money out of taxes in that, which sucks, but you would still get a huge chunk of money. It would be really nice. I don't even know what I would do if I came into some massive amount of money. I would probably die of shock, first of all. Shocker. I don't know. It would be crazy. But so after the wedding happened on Friday, and it was great, but it was a long day. I will say, so they were married at the temple. They were married at an LDS temple that was way up in the mountains, and it was so windy. Oh my gosh, it was so windy. And apparently it's just windy up there all the time because it's up in the mountains and it just funnels that wind down in there. And so my hair was like whipping around my face and it was cold. Luckily it wasn't freezing and it wasn't snowy, but it was so windy and it was cold. My ears were starting to like burn because they were so cold. The girls were okay because they were short and they were behind this little wall outside that kind of went down to this little downstairs thing. But we had to stand outside and wait for my sister-in-law to come out in her wedding dress. And I feel like that temple was not made very well for like big groups of people for pictures, but we were all trying to take pictures in like the freezing wind and it was so windy and it was crazy and it was loud because the wind was blowing. Anyway, so that was our morning. And the girls were in their little dresses, their little flower girl dresses and everything. Hey, it's Skybird. How's it going, Skybird? Happy Christmas week. And good luck on your concert tonight, Landrider. Yeah, I would 100% get a finance person. If I came into a whole bunch of money, I would absolutely go to a finance person. And then I would get a Dr. Pepper fountain, like Scarecrow said. So the wedding day was great, but it was really long and it was crazy long. So the next day was kind of a free for all. And we were supposed to move from our hotel to stay with my dad in my dad's house because my dad, I know, isn't it so exciting? Because my dad, no, it's in 3 days. It's in 3 days. Christmas Eve is in 3 days. Christmas Day is in 4. I mean 3 now because it's on Thursday. Okay, let me finish working with my friends, okay? So we stayed with my dad Saturday night, and my father-in-law and stepmother-in-law had started to come down with colds. And so we were like, ugh. But Ander started to get that sore throat and everything. So he was taking vitamin C and all this stuff all day long. So that night, Saturday night, he was like, so we leave on Sunday. So he was like, you and Charlotte should take some vitamin C. Well, we didn't really look up how much vitamin C to give an 11-year-old because vitamin C is vitamin C and your body does with it, gets rid of it naturally. If you like, it's kind of impossible. We were under the impression that it was kind of impossible to, overdose on vitamin C, but you got to be careful with doses and whatnot. So anyway, Ander just dissolved one of the little pills in a cup of water and, gave it to Charlotte, but she also took it on an empty stomach, and neither she nor I drank like a bunch of water with it to kind of dilute it. Well, turns out if you take vitamin C, if you take a high dose of vitamin C on an empty stomach, it can cause nausea. It can cause a stomach upset. It can cause major irritation of the stomach, and it can cause vomiting, and it can cause just overall like so much discomfort. And so both Charlotte and I were up all night long in separate bathrooms because we just felt like we were going to throw up all night long. And I was on the floor in one bathroom and she was on the floor in the other bathroom. She eventually did end up throwing up. I did not. And she was able to actually fall asleep. She probably fell asleep around 3 a.m. I was up from 1:30 until 7 a.m. And so that was the morning we were supposed to leave. So all day yesterday, I was running on totally empty. Like I was not, I mean, I didn't feel sick anymore, but I had no energy because I had nothing in me. And so we were at the airport and like, I didn't feel like eating anything. So I didn't eat anything yesterday. I did drink a little bit of ginger ale. Yeah. Don't take vitamins on an empty stomach. Now I know. You live and learn, right? But I didn't know that at the time. And then of course, we had overdosed Charlotte. We didn't mean to. I say we. Ander was the one that dissolved the pill in the water, or like the powder in the water. And so she was up for a couple hours in just major discomfort. I was up pretty much all night. And the only thing I kept thinking was, I cannot believe I'm so grateful we don't have to leave like early in the morning. What would we have done if we had to be at the airport at like 6? But we didn't leave until later. And so last night, Charlotte and I had barely eaten anything all day because Ander was like, you don't want to eat anything. You don't want to make yourself sick. So last night we were super hungry, but we didn't really want to eat anything that was crazy, but we were limited on our options because we were on our way home from the airport. It was 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. So we decided on a bean and cheese burrito from Taco Bell for Charlotte and a crunchy taco because we were like, that's pretty bland for the most part. And then I got a QT sub, which was perfect. And of course, Charlotte ate. We were like, take it easy. Don't be too crazy. But she was like, I'm just so hungry. Well, she did kind of overdo it. And sure enough, we were 40 minutes away from our house. And she was like, I think I'm going to throw up. And we had these bags ready in the car. We had like vomiting bags that the hospital gives you because my stepmom is a nurse, and we had those, and Charlotte was in tears in the back seat. And I actually don't think she felt as sick as she thought she did. I think it was just everything. It was the fact that she was running on little sleep. We were all ready to get home. We'd been traveling all day long. She was nervous about feeling sick in the car. She was tired. She was exhausted. She was homesick. She wanted to get home, and we were so close. And yet here we were, stopped at a gas station. So anyway, it was a mess of a day yesterday. Not even like the airport was fine, but everything else, like the night before and everything. And I also kept thinking, I'm so grateful we were at my dad's house. I don't know what we would have done if we'd been sharing a bathroom in a hotel. But anyway, so everybody's fine now, but hence we all slept in this morning. All of us are still in our pajamas. I've been very careful of like what I've eaten today. And I mean, this is like my first, like, I don't feel sick anymore. But my throat feels kind of scratchy. Charlotte's throat feels kind of scratchy, but don't take vitamins on an empty stomach, and drink a whole thing of water, like a whole cup of water with them. And don't give a full dose to your 11-year-old. So in trying to avoid getting sick in one way, we got ourselves sick in another. And it was crazy, but we made it. We made it. Okay, wait. I missed what John said about Vegas. Okay, wait. All venues in Vegas booked for the entire year. The Vegas ball will show nothing but Susie's face. You know what my face should be on? The sphere. Yeah, see? You have to drink lots of water, and I didn't know that, and I hadn't eaten anything, and I was just like, whatever, it's vitamin C, so I just took it. Anyway, it was a mess. So that whole night was totally crazy. Auden slept. Ander was up with Charlotte for half the night, and so he didn't sleep a whole lot either. So yesterday was a very, very long day, but we made it. We made it home like super. But you know what? And there's nothing quite as awful. There's nothing like, I don't want to say there's nothing worse, but it sucks being sick when you're not at home. Like if you're not in your own space with your own bed, with your own stuff, it just sucks. It just does not. It was the Draper Temple up in the mountains. And so my, my stepdad's, or no, not my stepdad. Who is he? My father-in-law has a brother that was a really high up in Rolex for a long time. And we're all standing outside the temple, and across the street, like way across the way, we're up in the mountains. There are these giant mansions up on the side of the mountain. Huge mansions. I mean, there were like 4 of them, and they took up almost the whole side of the mountain. It's giant houses. And we're all standing like in the cold. And I feel like there should be better communication between the temple workers being like, hey, your party's about to come outside. So we could all wait inside, but we were all waiting outside because we didn't want to miss it. Anyway, so we're looking at these big giant houses across the way. And then my father-in-law just casually is like, oh yeah, that was your uncle so-and-so's house. And we were like, what? And the biggest house up there was apparently Anders' uncle's house for a long time. Biggest house. It was so big. And the guy only has like 3 kids. I don't know. Yeah, Charlotte ended up like throwing up and feeling better. I never did. I felt nauseous all night and was basically, I mean, thank goodness for phones. I was just laying on the floor, just scrolling through YouTube just endlessly for hours and hours and hours. But you know what? I survived. I made it. I survived. And we ultimately had a really lovely time and got to see family. I got to see my dad and got to see my sweet sister-in-law get married. And they were just, the couple was just, they were just beaming. I got to see my girls be flower girls, which was really sweet. And the food was delicious and our hotel was relatively comfortable. And then I got to stay at my dad's house and you know, we had Costco pizza and we opened presents with each other and we what is up with me today? Go out. That is not something that you have to come in here and tell me. And we got to open Christmas presents and we spent a half hour just singing Christmas carols together while my stepmom played the piano. It was like out of a movie scene. It was magic. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. It was exactly what I'd hoped. And I'm so grateful I got to go. And now I don't want to travel again for another like year. See, we didn't used to do a bucket. It's funny because my Ander was like, oh yeah, my mom always just gave us a bowl or a bucket or whatever. And that's what we do for Charlotte. My parents never did that for us. They made us a little bed next to the toilet because my parents' bathroom was carpeted. Ugh. Yeah, the Drapo Temple is on that ledge. Yeah, so it overlooks the entire valley and it's a beautiful temple, but man, it was so windy. If I'd known it was going to be that windy, I wouldn't have worn my hair down. I wore my hair down in like the curls that you guys have seen, and I was really proud of how they looked that morning and everything. And then by the end of like just the morning of being at the temple, it was like, well, there goes my hair. So I had to fix it up when we got back to the hotel for an hour. And then yeah, extra small trash can, whatever. Outcast, I'm gonna drink some water first. And then, hey, it's Raven! Yeah, carpeted bathrooms. No, this was in like the 90s. 90s and 2000s. My carpet, or my parents' bathroom had carpet in it. And so my mom would always make us this little bed next to the toilet. Never once did I throw up in a bowl when I was a kid. But Charlotte, and now Charlotte's old enough where I can be like, here's a bowl. You're fine. Just play your Switch until you feel like you're gonna, you know what I mean? Yeah, me and my daughter got super nauseous over the weekend. We were traveling. We got really sick over the weekend. And Charlotte had a better night than I did. She was up for a couple hours and she fell back asleep. I never fell back asleep. I was up from about 1:30 a.m. to 7. And then I think I eventually kind of fell back asleep. But man, I'm so glad our flight didn't leave until later. But we're home now. And we made it, and the trip was great. And we're as happy as can be to be home. And Stixel was happy that we got, we had somebody come and dog sit for us at our house, and she was thrilled to have us home, and she wouldn't leave my side last night everywhere I went. And so it was like 11:30 by the time I got Odd into bed. It was a very, very late night. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys with all the crazy stuff. We had a great time and it was lovely. And I am so glad it's over.
Who likes good news?
Chiron!
Then good news,
How's it going, Chiron, man? Now I remember the whole song. I've thought about showing on and Fraggle Rock, and I don't think she would be into it. I don't know. It's pretty dated. I don't know. But I told myself I was going to go back and watch my last stream, like the end of my last stream, and see, yeah, Down in Fraggle Rock. That show. I have such great memories from that show, but I don't think my girls would love it. I was gonna go back and watch my stream and like figure out where the heck I was. I think I need to do the Black Omen. And then we're pretty close to the end, but I've done a whole lot of extra stuff. I did the Sunstone. I got Magus's Gloom stuff. We did Luca's mom. We did the forest. Hold on, I've got notes here. But I hope everybody had an awesome week. I missed you guys. I missed streaming, but I was very happy to be where I was. And I was just really grateful to spend some quality time with Ander, to be 100% honest, because Ander is always working. And it was really nice to have him kind of to ourselves. And it was nice to see him interact with the girls. And it was nice, you know what? I'm sorry we were sick too, but at least it was only that very last night. Like, it could have been so much worse. Somebody could have come down with it like at the beginning of the trip, or could have happened mid-reception, or like whatever. And honestly, the whole trip was really great. It was just that little tail end. And I thought, you know what? Is it really a trip if you don't have, is it really a travel trip with kids if you don't have somebody end up sick? I mean, I'm telling you. Oh, I know. We can't find the moonstone at the... Oh, no, wait, lies. We did get the moonstone. That's right. We did get the moonstone at the mayor's house. I needed help with that. Oh, thanks for that resub, Gail. Man, you guys have been so kind today. My lands. And here I am just in my pajamas. Twizzlo, how are you? How's your Christmas week? Is everybody ready? I have to go buy one more thing. Ander really wants, did I tell you guys this? He really wants a giant pack of the shaped macaroni and cheese. So that's what we have. That's the last thing we have to go get. So we'll go get that tomorrow morning. I don't want to leave my house today. We did the I don't know what the Middle Ages rainbow is, and I don't know the Cyrus thing. The Cyrus, like, I imagine that has to do with the frog. And I don't know what that means, but I think I'm okay with that. I think for the amount of extra stuff I've done, I'm pretty happy with it. We're only missing 2 of those things, and then we need to do the Black Omen. And then I think after that, we'll be solid. And my sweet sister gifted me a Nintendo gift card for like $20. So I'm gonna put that toward Metroid Prime 4. And Raven says, I need to get one more gift, but I'm working tomorrow, so I'll have to wait till Christmas Eve. You know what? It could surprise you. We thought the airport was going to be bananas when we traveled yesterday. It's the busiest travel day of the year. And the Salt Lake airport was, I will say, I saw 19 dogs at that airport. No, between the 2 airports, 19 dogs. I have never seen more than maybe 1 at an airport at one time. 19. It was bananas. It was crazy. We are mostly ready to, but we didn't put up any of our inflatables. We just didn't have time, man. We had the wedding, and it was just not high on the priority list. We got Christmas lights up around our house. But we just, oh yeah, Luca's mom was the last one. I can't remember. Hey, it's Dad Bods. How are you? Are you guys all, yeah, 19 dogs. And not all of them were small dogs either. Most of them were smaller, but some of them were like big service dogs. At least I think they were service dogs. I don't know. You can never really tell anymore. So many people scam that system. And they're like, yeah, this is my emotional support. I'm going to say this, and I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm just going to put this out there. I have a hard time with emotional support animals because that's what a pet is. An emotional support pet, that's why you get a pet, is because you want emotional support, right? An emotional support dog that is not trained is not the same as a service animal that is trained to actually alert you or do something. Oh my gosh, whomst? That was very kind of you, whoever you are. Thank you so much for that donation. That was so generous. You didn't have to do that. This always makes me feel so like, I mean, it makes my heart feel like it's about to explode out of my chest. You guys ever experienced that? Because that is what it feels like right now. I'm gonna give you a song, even though I don't know who you are. That was so kind of you, man. Or woman. I don't know who you are. But I love you. That was so kind. I don't even feel like I have a song that... I don't even feel like I have a song that's like... I may need to see a doctor about that. I can't do it while I've got this music playing in my head. Yeah, sneaky. You know, for somebody that... Oh, I got a hair. For somebody that's never seen all the Star Wars, I do know the song. Yeah, you had a big hype train this past weekend. That's awesome. Congrats, man. I know, it's like, it's so sweet and very, very kind. I just never feel like words are enough. I don't even, like, that is so generous. That's so, so kind. I'm peanut butter and you are jelly and we're so happy on our little piece of bread. I remember the day that I first saw you sitting across the cupboard with your little jelly friends. You are sweet and I am chunky. You're low fat. Well, I'm working on that. 'Cause I'm peanut butter and you are jelly and we're so happy on our little piece of bread. Hey, Dorian! This reminds me of a time they didn't give Chewbacca a medal because he was the wrong kind of person. Oh my gosh. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that to Chewbacca, man? Chewbacca is pure. Chewbacca is so wholesome. I mean, to be totally honest, I haven't seen Star Wars in a really long time. Maybe he's not. I'm not really sure. But the fact that he can't really say much, you know, seems like a pretty wholesome dude. Seems like a pretty wholesome guy. He's on the right side. The most wholesome. I learned that song at girls' camp, Gail. But you know what? Land Rider said something about, there's more to it, I think. I think I know the shortened version. Oh my gosh, that was so kind. That was so kind. Merry Christmas, whoever you are. Merry Christmas to you as well. Yeah, if you have an emotional support animal, that's great. That's what a pet is. That's what Stixel is. Stixel is an emotional support animal. That's what a pet is. But Stixel does not qualify to be on an airplane because she is not trained. A service animal is an animal that is specifically trained to help you with mostly a medical thing. And I get that anxiety can also be one of those things too. But if you have a dog that you just got and you're like, yeah, this is my emotional support animal, that's not the same thing. So most of the dogs I saw yesterday, I'm pretty sure were service animals. But a lot of them were little small dogs, which you can bring on an airplane just fine. I couldn't take Stixel on an airplane. She'd be a mess. Are you kidding? But I could scam the system and be like, well, she's my emotional support animal. People are scamming the system and making it harder on people who actually have service animals. You know what I mean? R2 swears quite a bit. Okay, but R2 is just beeping, right? Cage got an A- in her class. Props to Cage. I am absolutely so proud of her. I've been to 10 years of girls camp and never heard it. Well, you were in the wrong ward then. Just kidding. I don't remember how do we get, oh, we go back on the, okay, it's been a long time. Give me a second. I'm struggling. I'm struggling to remember. Wait a minute. No, we just stayed in an inn. Okay, where's the Black Omen? There we are. Am I ready to do this right now? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, is that why? Because he's always beeping himself out? I've told you guys my R2-D2 story, right? Charlotte, when she was really little, she was like, we watched something. I don't remember what it was. And she was like, I want to see 42. I want to see 42. And I was like, 42? I don't understand what that is. For weeks, she was like, 42. I want to watch 42, mama. And I was like, I don't know what that means. For weeks and weeks and weeks, I could not figure out what 42 was. And then randomly, we came across something that had R2-D2 in it. And she goes, mama, it's 42. And I realized R2-D2 was 42. Because I think we saw an ad on a YouTube video or something. And she saw a quick glimpse of R2-D2. And I just happened to be like, oh yeah, that's R2-D2. And she learned it as 42. Dadbod says, that being said, I have a very public thank you to say to you for being one of 4 big inspirations for me taking the leap again and trying this whole internet celebrity thing. You being you really gave me an excellent example that a chill dad could give it a go. Oh my gosh. I am so glad to hear that, Dadbods. You are so sweet. I don't know. I mean, you're welcome, but like, I don't feel like I really did much. I mean, sometimes you gotta like parent on stream. You guys know that. I'm so glad it's working out for you though. You just stream so late. I can't ever come. I'm done. I'm in bed. But in a mere 999 years, he will emerge to rain destruction upon the earth and crown himself as its king. Okay, but wait, what happens to you? So do we fight her? Probably. Do I want to do this? 42, 6, 7. I'm so glad I don't have a child that's into that. I don't know if I want to do this. Sacrifice yourself. I love that it's actually written out. Mwahahaha. Class suck. So we're not fighting her. We're fighting this fella. Person. Uh-oh. He can confuse all my people? Oh! Wait a minute. I feel like I have a Erica the Strange. I still can't understand why Square hasn't released this and all other classic JRPGs on the PS5. That's money on the table right there. That is a great question. I also wonder why Nintendo decides to release the same things that Nintendo does. Oh, well, you know what? Never mind. Nintendo does the Nintendo Switch Online, which they can continue getting money from people. But like, what about the DS stuff? Like, what about Link Between Worlds? I will happily pay for that. Give it to me now. But I don't know. Nintendo's made some weird decisions. But I'm with you. I'm with you, Erica. Erica, you're on the right track. You're thinking. Right track. Oh, smack. Okay. Oh. Wow, I hate this guy. I need to watch him for a second. What am I don't even know what's happening. Hey, it's Sword Art! My gut feeling was to pull Charlotte out of school right when the 6-7 thing was... I'm not paying attention. I don't feel like I was ready for this because I didn't check all my equipment. Oh, cool. Now we're all poisoned. I love that. We're gonna cure, but I have a feeling this fight is not gonna last long. Hey, it's Gimme Shelter! This would be the golden goose in terms of HD 2D remakes for Square Enix. I don't know if the absence of Sakaguchi has anything to do with it, or if they're just trying to perfect the HD 2D format before taking on Chrono Trigger. Who knows, man? I don't know. Can you escape a fight? Can you run away? Does he have a... Okay. Is she dead? No. Yeah, she is. Okay. We're just watching. For a second. Go hit him, man. Just go. Okay, so this guy sucks because he has a lot of things he can do that, like, cause status ailments. I don't like that. Oh, nice. Good job, Baymax. I'm only putting half effort into this because I know I was not prepared going into it. Yep. See. Oh, sleep and confuse. I think I may have things that ward those off. Is Secret of Mana an SNES title? I thought Secret of Mana was released. Like, I thought Secret of Mana was a new release. That's an older game? Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. Well, we know this. I was limited and played what my brother owned. And if my brother didn't own it, I didn't play it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. The last thing Charlotte needed was to be exposed to that stupid 6-7 meme. That is the weird. Is that not the weirdest thing? Hey, it's Penguin! Man, well, okay. I'll write down Secret of Mana on my game list, which I need to go through. Oh my gosh, this office and all my notes. I've got this little notebook here with all my kazoo songs, birthdays that I know of, and here are my game recs. Do you see this? Game recs. Game recs. Yeah. This song is the best. What is it called? Secret of Mana? Ooh, Illusion of Gaia / Time. You know what I want to play? Secret Life, no, Fantasy I? Secret Girl Who Steals Time? Or whatever. I've heard great things about that one. Okay, Secret of Mana. I legit thought that was like a PlayStation release. It just goes to show you that I am not smart. I square brain. Okay, hold on. Ava loves the 6-7. She sees it in everything new, everything too. Yeah, we have not jumped on the 6-7 bandwagon. Skybird says 10 minutes before the Earth was going to discover the question, it was demolished by the Vogons to make way for hyperspace bypass. Hyperspace. You can literally play Link Between Worlds just by getting a 3DS. I know, but I don't want to get a 3DS. I have a Switch, and I have a PlayStation, and I have a Steam Deck, and I have a Wii. I don't want to buy another thing. I don't want to buy a 3DS. That's one. I don't want to do that. I've looked into it. I don't want to do. What am I doing? Okay. I gotta focus. Laser focus. My people. Okay. Barrier ring. Magic defense +10. Green dreams. Automatically revives KO'd wearer once. Where did we get the green dream? Dang. Who is wearing... It must be Ayla. No. Oh. somebody has something that gets rid of all status effects or whatever. Who is that? It's definitely not Luca. Is it you? Ah. We're gonna give Megas sunglasses. Because I just don't want to buy one. I don't want to buy one because if I'm eventually gonna get a Switch 2, which I have some thoughts on the Switch 2 because I'm wondering if I just feel like, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on the Switch 2 because I'm like, I feel like they released it just so we could play all the same Switch games on it anyway. And they have some new titles. Yes, they have the Mario Kart title and then they have the DK Bonanza. And then they have, you know, I know things will come, but I'm kind of like, do I want to jump into that right now? Or am I like, I'm perfectly happy with my current Switch. Oh, the game, you know what? The GameCube Nintendo Switch Online, that's a big thing, but I still don't feel like that's quite worth it for me to jump in just yet as well, because Twilight Princess isn't on it yet. Hey, it's Mactastic!
Everyone.
Thanks for that resub, Mactastic. Ah, everybody's been so supportive today. I'm feeling very verklempt. Ah, no, this is Mactastic's. Oh, that was way too high. That was so high. I'm so sorry. I started way too early. Hey, and it's dark purple. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. I also hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Have an excellent Christmas. I hope everybody has a good Christmas. I wish that for everyone. This music. So good. Thanks for that resub, Mactastic. Do we have halves fire damage? Luminous robe, barrier ring. Maybe a speed ring, maybe? And then Baymax, does he wear stuff? I mean, I guess he does. Strength +5. Okay. Stamina +2. What does that even mean? I mean, like, what is stamina in this game? That is strange. I don't know. I don't understand. Oh, thanks. Yep, you're right. Time to stretch. I think a lot of me wants a Switch 2 because I'm like, it's new and it's shiny. It's so shiny. But the reality is, there isn't anything out there that I am like desperate to play that I can't play on my Switch 1 so far. And so I'm kind of sort of like, I don't know. Do I want to take that dive right now, or should I wait for like a special limited edition or what? Because I don't feel like the pressure, other than the fact that it's just, yes, I want to play DK Bonanza, but do I want to play DK Bonanza as much as I do like want to play Metroid Prime 4? No. And I can play Metroid Prime 4 on my current Switch. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel very torn. Because I'm seeing a lot of people online too that are like, it's really not worth it because Nintendo, I will admit, I'm not very happy with the decisions Nintendo has made. Nintendo seems to be making a lot of decisions that I'm like, I don't know. Like, I get that they're so that they want to be able to have control over your console so that you don't mod their games or like whatever. And maybe I'm completely, you know what? That's a really good point though. It's like, if you're going to get one, you might as well get one now because they're not going to get any cheaper. Okay, wait. What is it called? Nintendo? No. What is it? Breath of Fire 2? Do I need to play the first one? The Breath of Fire. Oh. Okay, so I went ahead and bought the Bluey game, Quest for the Gold Pen. It is the cutest game. I've watched Auden play it on the iPad because I got it specifically for the plane ride. It is the cutest game. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna have to buy it again when it comes on the Switch in June because I would love to stream it. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I loved it. I loved watching her play it, and it's kind of hard for her because she's 4. But oh my gosh. The most impressive game on Switch 2 right now is the free demo for Final Fantasy. Yeah, the fact that Final Fantasy VII Remake can run on the Switch? What? That is bananas to me. Paladrin says, I'm of the stance that if you're happy with your Switch 2, there's no need to upgrade. Oh, you mean your Switch 1. With hardware prices recently, maybe the price will go up, but we know there will be special editions or maybe even an OLED later, so waiting as long as you can tolerate is just better. And then Paladrin's like, that being said, I do have my Switch 2 and I love it. I just need more games to get their upgrades. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm putting money away for it though. Like everybody's super generous donations are basically going into a Switch 2 fund. Any sort of like donations and stuff, that's just going into a Switch 2 fund. T-shirt sales, you know, things like that. Which, by the way, all this stuff was, when I came up with all this stuff, I was like, you know what? That is Susie after the wedding's problem. And now guess what? Susie's home from the wedding. So now I need to actually like take some time to think about all this. And like make some decisions and like make a, you know what I mean? But for like last week or the week before, I was like, that is not my problem. That is not my problem. Like that is future Susie's problem after she gets back from Utah. I don't know. It's a mystery. I'm not, oh wait. Oh. Rage Band, Power Glove, Magic Scarf. Who did somebody say I should give a Berserker ring to? Who was that? Somebody came into chat one time. Do you have Disney Dreamlight Valley, Paladrin? Charlotte loves it. She's obsessed with it right now. She plays it all the time. Okay, wait. Gimme Shelter says, I'm a big Nintendo fan, and I will admit that they haven't put out a great game since Breath of the Wild in 2017. I am going to disagree with you there because I loved Tears of the Kingdom. Holy moly, I loved Tears of the Kingdom. I also really loved Metroid Dread. Loved it. Loved it. Some great, great games. But I will say most of my favorite games on the Switch and like Nintendo, playing on the Nintendo Switch, aren't even Nintendo. Like Silk Song, Hollow Knight, you know, I love those games, and those weren't made by Nintendo. I don't think Stamina 2 is good enough for you. Okay, we're gonna try this again, but like, I don't know if this is... You know what we're actually gonna do? We're gonna leave and we're gonna save because I just did a whole bunch of work and I know I was only like half paying attention because I was talking to people. See, that's what I thought with my daughter. I was like, are you not bored with this yet? And she was like, no, there is a DLC coming, which she's really excited about. I own Stardew Valley, and so I don't feel the need to buy any other games like that. Animal Crossing, Disney Dreamlight Valley, any of that stuff, because I love Stardew Valley for what it is, and nobody can change my mind. So I don't feel the need. And I mean, I technically own Disney Dreamlight Valley, but it's in my daughter's account. So if I really wanted to lend it to myself through her Switch, I could. But I don't have any interest in it. But man, she sure loves it. I love Stardew. I'm a huge Stardew fan. I love Tears of the Kingdom. I loved Metroid Dread. But as far as like a big Nintendo, when was the last time I played Stardew? Maybe a year ago. I said great, not good. For me, great is a high standard. Tears can't be great because it's the same world reused and the new mechanics and different shrines. You know what's funny? I actually started Breath of the Wild on the plane home yesterday for the first time in years. And I found myself really frustrated that with Magnesis, you can't tilt or like move it around like you can with the fusing capabilities in Tears of the Kingdom. And I was finding myself going, fine. I was like, Was it No. I played I think maybe it's been 2 years. I don't remember when the last time was that I played Stardew Valley. It's been a while. It's been a long time since I played Breath of the Wild, though. That's true. That is true. I loved Tears of the Kingdom so much. But I love them both. I love them both. I love Breath of the Wild. I love Tears of the Kingdom. I love... Oh, no. We're gonna heal you real quick. Well, at least he misses. Okay, we're gonna combo. We're gonna do an iceberg toss on this bad boy and see what happens. What's this dude's name? This clown? Okay, girlies. What does blacken mean? What does that mean? Ooh, her life is low. I mean, it looks really low. It is low. Nice! Good job! Heal beam on all of us. I don't know how much that's gonna give us. I love my indie games. I love them so much. I love indie games so much. Like, I love big titles, and you know, I'm down with big titles like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I love the Horizon Zero Dawn series. I enjoyed the Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. Was there gonna be another part? Wait a minute, is this a gauntlet? Like, if I move on, is there gonna be like another? Oh no. Yeah, Shelter, you're a snot. No, I'm just kidding. I adore some of the Zelda games, but my S tier only has 3 games in it. Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, and Breath of the Wild. My S tier of Zelda games. I would say my S tier of Zelda games is probably Link to the Past, Twilight Princess, and I kind of sort of consider Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom kind of in the same vein, because you're right, they're in the same world, but I felt that they made the world feel like a whole different map. Even though it was the same map, they added the sky and the depths and all that stuff, and they added caves and all sorts of things, and so to me it felt totally new, and I really appreciated how they did that. But obviously that's not everybody, and that's totally fine. That's one of the things that I love so much about, you know, meeting cool new people like on Twitch and stuff, is it's like we don't all have to share the same opinions. But if I'm being totally honest, I really love indie games. Like, I love the big games, but I really love indie games so much. Like, when I think of my favorite indie games, you know, it's like I love like Outer Wilds. Oh my gosh, Outer Wilds was just phenomenal. It was a phenomenal experience. And like Hollow Knight and Silk Song were just wonderful. And like Neva, oh my gosh, Neva. I mean, I love Metroid. I love well, I've only ever played one Final Fantasy game all the way through. No, 2 now. So we started with a boss fight. See, and I played Wind Waker after I played Twilight Princess, and I feel like I would have enjoyed Wind Waker more if I'd played it before Twilight Princess. You know what, though? My hot take is I thought Majora's Mask was not great, but I played it just a few years ago, and it was a slog for me. I did not really love it, but that's okay. Wow, these guys sure are giving me a lot of experience. I'll tell you that for free. I'm scared. Oh. Are they wearing little pants? Oh, I hate those types of moves. Man, those types of moves should be illegal. Halves my HP, are you kidding? Oh, I hate that so much. Boo, Werns. That sucks. Wow, that didn't kill him, okay. Yeah, Majora's Mask did not do it for me. I mean, it was like, whatever. Like, I'm not saying that I hated it, but I was definitely like, in the water temple, I almost rage quit, and then I didn't, and I really kind of wish I would have just, I really wish I would have just quit, because after that, I didn't really enjoy it, and here I was streaming a game I didn't really enjoy, and like, I don't know, it was not, it sucked. And that was when I learned that if I'm not enjoying what I'm playing, I need to just stop. And even if I think people are going to be disappointed in me or whatever, I need to just stop, because ultimately I want to be able to enjoy myself, and I don't want streaming to become work, and I don't want it to become like obnoxious. And it felt that way a little bit with Majora's Mask, because I felt like I was just playing it because I didn't want other people to be like disappointed in me. And I'll never play a game that I don't enjoy and continue playing it. Like, if I'm not feeling it, I'm out. Because I did not have a good time. 100 virtual game cards? Wow, that's a lot. So I tried Zelda 2. I played the original Zelda. I streamed it last year. It is time to come out. Crash. There it was. And you can start your screens. I'm only half paying attention to what's going on then in the game, because I'm so interested in what everybody's saying in chat. See, I think Ocarina of Time is probably my kind of emotional... Well, Ocarina of Time was my favorite for a really long time. But then when Twilight Princess came along, it swooped and grasped that title for me. I don't know what it was about Twilight Princess that made me love it so much, but I don't know, maybe I played Ocarina of Time too many times. Is that a thing? Can you do that? I think the thing with indie games, Raven says, is they have cool concepts that never clear all the bureaucracy of AAA studio. Agreed. I love indie games so much. I love them. Give me all the indie games. One of them I'm really excited to play. I've got it written down here. It's not out yet. It's called Constance. Which I think it's a Metroidvania. Oh, another one that I really loved was the Ori games. The Ori games I loved. Oh, the second one made me cry like a baby. It's not a thing. You can't play your game too many times. Play your favorite game too many times. I feel like now when I play it, it doesn't give me the same wave of nostalgia that it used to. And I don't know why that is. I have no idea. But it doesn't give me that same wave of nostalgia. I'm not sure why. I don't know. I could really... Oh, yeah, that's what I need. Oh. Nope. Oh, no. Oh, I was not ready. Is that gonna kill her? Oh, that's 3. Oh, is she stopped? She can't do a thing? It's because your brain remembers it in HD. Well, that's fair. Wait a minute. Who is this with? Oh, that's with him. Whoa, dang. That actually took down a whole heck of a lot of life. Wow, why are they picking on Marl so much? Goodness gracious. Did they just stop him? No. Okay. We can just get rid of... Yeah, she did. I knew that was going to happen. Brunette! Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I don't know. I'm only, like I said, we've got so many new people in chat today and stuff, and I'm loving it. I just got back from vacation, and I'm only semi paying attention to what's going on in my game, if I'm being totally honest. Listen, I still love Ocarina of Time. Don't get me wrong. I do. I love it. It's a great game. I love it. I'm probably gonna die. Oh, I should probably do something. Oh, no. I'm gonna heal myself, first of all. That's a good thing to do. Oh, what? Now I'm gonna stop, and I'm not gonna be able to do anything unless he doesn't stop. Does he stop? Cool. Okay. I'm gonna give you an Athenian water, although I have so many fond memories of Ocarina of Time, though. I really do. Oh, now... Oh, sweet. Yeah. Right? That was what we wanted to do, right? Hooray! Fantastic. Something about Twilight Princess. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Man, I loved Twilight Princess so much. We're gonna do some Ice 2 action here. Oh, what? That was lame. Lame. Okay, I want to read these chat messages. Give me a second. I don't want anybody. I don't want to miss anybody. Robo tackle that. Robo, please. And thank you. I agree. I don't think Chrono Trigger needs like a remake. I don't think that at all. I think it's fine. I'm playing this on a Steam Deck and look at it. It looks great. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to look this way. I wanted it to look pixel art, and I wanted it to look nostalgic. Okay. Hold on. Thanks for being here, Gail. Oh, shoot. I hope I didn't miss him. Let's see. I'll never understand the whole Nintendo constantly making bad decisions. The reason you, Susie, enjoyed indie games more on Switch is because Nintendo embraced the indie scene. I agree. But I can believe that they're making some not great decisions while also making other great decisions. That's not a blanket statement. I'm not saying that Nintendo is making terrible decisions all around. You can agree with some things that somebody does and not agree with other things that they do. So don't take this as a blanket statement. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't understand their whole gaming, their game virtual card system with buying Switch 2 games and being able to directly like brick your system or whatever. And you know what? To be totally honest, maybe I don't even know that. Maybe I've just seen those things online and maybe I'm not sure how the whole system works. That is totally fair. But I'm by no means saying that Nintendo is making only bad decisions. Not at all. I'm simply saying that there are some decisions that they're making that I love, like embracing the indie scene. And then there are some decisions that they make that I'm like, I don't know. I don't really love that. You know what I mean? There are only 4 dungeons in Majora's Mask, and all of them were slogs. Slogs. Ugh. I should have quit during the water one. Whoa, I have 4 strength capsules. Wait, what is a mid potion? 200? Oh, a high potion is 500. Okay. We're gonna give Ayla one. We're gonna give Baymax one. Her strength is 16. Marl. I mean, that's not gonna do much, but that's okay. Speaking of Zelda, the current director joked that he didn't like how Age of Imprisonment came out before their next Zelda game because they wanted to be first. So we can maybe expect something early next year. That would be awesome. Well, that's how people are in general. People generally highlight negative stuff more than they highlight positive stuff. And like I said, I don't want anybody to think that I'm sitting here attacking Nintendo. I'm not attacking Nintendo by any means. I'm simply expressing that when I look at getting a Switch 2, I need to weigh out my options because that's a big chunk of money to spend. Is it really worth throwing down that money right now? I don't know. I just have to look at the different options and everything. I have a perfectly working Switch 1 that I love and that has treated me so well for so long. I love it. I love my Switch 1. I don't have any problems with it. It needs new Joy-Cons probably. But that's a big decision. That's a lot of money to throw down. And I don't want to just be like, oh, this is shiny, so I'm going to throw money down on it. This is shiny and new. You know, I want to actually make a good informed decision before I throw down that money. But I'm not saying that I'm disagree with everything Nintendo does. Nintendo's shareholders saw the money that Mario movie made and decided to become a Disney-style multimedia company. The game releases may slow down for a while along with this strategy. That is accurate. I think that is accurate. You need that tentpole system seller. Like the next Zelda game, whatever the big like new Zelda game is, there's that. And then if Twilight Princess were released on the GameCube for Nintendo Switch Online, that, and honestly, if Metroid Prime 4 was only available on the Switch 2, I would probably be like, oh yeah, that's like an instant buy. But since it's not, I don't know. But luckily, I don't have to make a decision right now. Like, it's cool. I'm just gonna give you all the magic capsules, apparently. What is an ambrosia? Restores question mark, question mark, question mark? What does that even mean? Okay. I don't like this Black Omen place. It's bugging me a lot. Oh, they're gonna come out of the walls. Yes. We're gonna do a triple kick. Whoa, that's 20? Dang, how much is cat attack? 3? I just gave her what, like 4 strength capsules or something? Ice against, I don't know. I think MP4 deserves the 4K upgrade. See, and that was my question too, was I was like, do I buy, do I buy the Nintendo, do I buy Metroid Prime 4 right now and play it on my Switch, or do I wait and play it on the Switch 2? Like, I don't know, but you can upgrade. If you buy the Switch 1 version, you can upgrade. I don't know. I don't have to make a decision right now. That's right. Okay, that's it. We're done. Oh, they just disappeared. Okay. So if I love that Ayla isn't wearing like nothing, and yet she is the 100% strongest out of my entire group. 100%. Paladin says, I very much prefer my Switch 2 over my Steam Deck, but man, I wish Nintendo had the sales that Steam did. I agree. My problem with my Steam Deck is my hands are very small, and the joysticks are uncomfortable for me because they're just in a weird spot. I just feel like they're in a weird place. But like the Switch feels much more comfortable to me, but I love being able to play, like I never played Steam games, like all my life. I never played them because I never had anything to play them on. And so having a Steam Deck is great. And I have it, like I'm playing it on the Steam Deck right now, but I have it docked so I don't have to run it on my PC while I'm streaming. I can just leave my PC to stream and I can play it docked. And I love that. Can I go back and save now? They're not going to be back, are they? Oh, they probably are. Oh, that one is. Oh my gosh. Shoot. Biscuits. Crap. I should have known better. But I was thinking like those dudes were kind of almost like mini bosses, but they're not. They're going to be, well, I don't know. Are they going to be back in there when I go back in there? That was so stupid. We bought it a day one and I played it a bunch. Oh, wait a minute. Which game are you talking about, Paladroon? I'm sorry. What was I talking about? Man, the Steam sales. Oh, no, they are gone. Awesome. That was smart. I'm so smart. It's just a joy to play when I can ignore the stresses of the star paths and stuff. Star paths. Well, I think I'm getting, I'm gonna get Metroid Prime 4 because, like I said, I was gonna get it anyway, but my sister gave me a Nintendo gift card. Oh no, I feel like I recognize you. Disables tech and item commands? Are you kidding? I hate this place so freaking much. I hate it. That was so rude. And now I have saved. And so now, oh, well, see you later. Oh, they ran. Boo. That was a miss, Marl. Dang. She like turned around and giggled. Whoops, sorry, missed. He's making a 1.7 for Stardew Valley? Oh my gosh, I love Stardew Valley so much. Oh, that's where they ran to. I hate that move. I should have healed. I wasn't thinking. It's a nomad, I'll say. That's fantastic. Constance is out on Steam. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Are they gonna run again? Oh, you can't even hit them with your regular attacks because because we can't have nice things. Oh, that's right. He's working on Haunted Chocolatier. That's right. It looks hard. Give it to me. I did Silk Song with some complaining. I was okay. I did Silk Song twice, actually. Just finished it a couple days ago for the second time. Final boss, true ending, took me like 2 hours. I was not on my A game. Although, I guess it took me almost that same amount of time when I streamed it, to be honest. I was thinking it would take less time this time around, but no. No. Carmelita didn't take me nearly as long this last time I played it, though. But the final boss did. Final boss did for sure. I was like, man. Again! At least we healed. That was smart. I'll have to look into... I do think I remember this. Constance has a demo out. That's another thing Nintendo doesn't do very often. They don't really release demos. It's kind of like you just buy the whole game. I mean, sometimes they do, but... Oh, we can hit them. They're just super fast. Yeah, the flea games did give me more trouble this time around. They definitely did. I struggled a lot with those, and I was like, what is with me today? I can't... Oh, gross. Ah! Maybe we can... Oh, son of a biscuit. What are these clowns? I don't remember their names. Crimson Rain. I don't know. My brain is so jumbled right now after traveling and everything that I'm only half... Like, I feel like I'm trying to pay attention to what everybody's saying in stream, but I feel like I'm not following through with a lot of my... a lot of my thoughts, and I apologize. We were gone for 5 days. Yesterday was a very long travel day. We'll just do this again, I guess. Can we? Oh, no, we can't. We'll just cat attack, I guess. I booted up the final boss for Silksong on Friday night when my football team was losing. Blow off steam during halftime. Didn't expect to beat it, but my mood made me really aggressive. That's what you gotta do, man. You just gotta make it happen. Man, it's such a crazy fight. I loved all that game. It was hard. It was a big challenge, but I really, really loved it. I loved the game. It was absolutely worth the wait. I loved it. Oh, she's down. Well, that's a bummer. And she has Raise too. That sucks. Why do they pick on Marl? I mean, she is... Oh, they're stealing MP. That's what they're doing. I don't like that. We gotta attack them all. Yeah, do that. Kill them all. No, not Charm. Dino Tail? Hit all foes. Damage higher when HP is low. No. Yeah, do that. Wait, are you talking about booting up the final, like Act 3 final boss? Because that's the one that took me, like, 2 hours. First time I did it and the second time I did it. A long time. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the second time I beat Lace, the second time I fought her, took me 2 tries. Like right before you get to the end, I was like, yeah, sure, her attacks were easy to memorize, but man, the first time I ever fought her, I was like, this is like me in the first game. The post game is half the game. Oh, yeah. So, okay, so I did the final boss of like Act 3. It is, it's a lot, but I promise. I promise it's worth it, but I've got lots of people in my community that are like, nah. And that's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, let's heal. This place is crazy. And I feel like, again, like I'm only half paying attention. Okay. Yes! Let's continue on, shall we? Although I'm scared. Where are we going? Shiny is miney. Is this a... Oh, it's a button. I thought it was... You totally beat it. You totally beat it. Oh, no. Sure, okay. And we'll do some ice too. I liked Act 3. Oh, 4. But Act 3 is hard. It's even harder. It's even harder than the rest of the game. It was brutal. There were some things I saved. He just sacrificed his friend and took all his friend's life. Oh, he's moving closer. I'm feeling a Tonberry type of situation here. A Hydraconda. Oh my gosh. Get him. So when he hits you, he literally takes all your life. Oh my goodness. And here I was just thinking that these dudes were just going to be little pushovers. Rongo bongo. Salty, how are you? Are you ready for Christmas? Triple. No, that's 20. Okay, sure. She's like, yeah, triple cake. Wow, that was crazy. Almost. I only just got around to beating Hollow Knight. He was nothing now. Still need to go back and do the White Palace. Oh, yeah, the White Palace. You know what I found out? I found out my sister did the Path of Pain. My mind was blown. I did not realize my sister had that kind of patience. I've never done the Path of Pain. Oh, more of these fellas. Baymax has one. Get him. Sissy can make you a quesadilla. Sure. Tell her mama says she has to make you a quesadilla. Do these guys come back every time? Like, is it the same ones? Is it the same ones that are escaping? Oh, we got one. Good job, team. Paymax did that whole fight with only one thing of life. Dang, that's sad. Will you please?
Has all of her cheese and meat chips on it.
Yeah, but those have been sitting there for like 2 hours. Those aren't good. It's not that hard. Yeah, we're also almost ready for Christmas. I have to buy one more. Oh, really? Ooh. You know what? I should have known that this place was going to be like a whole entire dungeon. I was expecting it to be a lot like the thing with the Sun Shrine, where like you go in and it's just one baddie, and then but he's a really hard baddie. I didn't expect it to be like this whole entire. I didn't expect it to be this whole entire thing, and I should have expected that. I don't know. This is just this isn't really a quest. It's just this Black Omen. We're just supposed to do it. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But what I am doing is making my party as strong as I can before I actually go fight Lavos. Because I definitely feel more prepared now than I did. Okay, wait. A mid-ether restores 30 and a high. Okay. And then an ether does what? 10? A mid restores 30? I don't want to use all my stuff. I mean, I can go buy more stuff, but the more the less there. There's a chest over there. I know you guys can't see it, but there's a chest. And I don't want to open it because that means again we have to fight somebody else. I don't love that the enemies can move around, but you can't. I don't love this type of battle system. I really, really enjoyed the battle system that they had in the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. How it was, you had turns, but it was all kind of in real time, and you could move around and run around and like dodge and stuff. I really thought that was super cool. And I imagine that's what most of those games are like nowadays. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Since there's an ad running and I've got to go, and since I've got to stretch anyway, let me go and help my toddler really fast because apparently my older child is incapable. Hold on. Sometimes I'm like, dude, Charlotte is trying to make a quesadilla for her younger sister while she's watching something on a phone, and she's going around and trying to like do everything one-armed. I'm like, dude, pause your show and put your phone down for the love. Do you like just pure turn-based? The other week, I thought you were agreeing with Andrew that turn-based is just silly. I didn't understand you were talking about the ATB gauge in Final Fantasy VII. You know what? To be totally honest, I don't know. I don't know what I like. If it vibes with the game and if it doesn't make me want to rage quit, it's fine. Whatever the battle system is. Like, I don't know. I liked the way Final Fantasy VII Remake / Rebirth did it. I thought that was really cool. I don't mind this so much, but I don't love this. But I don't know. I don't really know what I prefer. I don't want to. Oh, fine. Oh! Well, that was a surprise. Oh, I thought that was a door. Oh, we got to get that guy down fast. Oh, shoot! Oh. Okay. We'll do... I don't think Ice did much, actually. If I use one of these, does that stop her from being stopped? Oh, that just took her MP. That's right. I guess... Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Pretty good. I guess, like I said, I don't really know what I prefer, but if I play the game and the fight style bothers me, it makes me not want to play the game anymore. So if it's not that bothersome and if I can make it through the game, then I'm like, whatever. I don't know if what I necessarily prefer. I don't know. Yeah, get rid of that freaking fella. Savagely claw that enemy, Ayla. Wow, that did not do anything. I mean, it did, but... I hate that they're stealing my MP, and I still am of the belief that I don't think it's fair that Ayla has MP, because even Specchio himself was like, you don't have magic, but she still has MP? That's dumb. I don't like that. I do need to try Mario Rabbids. I have it. Hey, it's Chaos! Happy Christmas week! How are you doing? We just got back from traveling to Utah for a week, so I feel like I'm having a hard time focusing on everything. But it's okay, because the trip was great. We are happy. All is well. It's also Jet. You know, I will say I gave it to Charlotte, and Charlotte did not enjoy it as much as I thought she was going to, but that's okay. She doesn't have to enjoy everything. I don't remember why she said she didn't like it. What was her reasoning? I can't remember. Because I was like, oh, you're totally going to love this. Look at it. It looks so silly. It's going to be so fun. And she said, oh, I didn't really like it because something. I don't remember what she said. Oh, no, not these dudes. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Okay. Well, that's cool. We're going to do an iceberg toss at his face, and then we're gonna robo tackle him also. I hate those things. Yes! Well, we know he doesn't have more than 220, 200, you know, whatever, the HP. Okay, so I've never played Expedition 33, and it's on my list. I do not stream mature rated games, so it's something I'm gonna have to play on my own. I did try Lies of P, and that was before I made the decision to not stream mature rated games, or yeah, rated M games or whatever. I really wanted to like Lies of P, and I really wanted to play it, and I was terrible at it. And that whole like dodge parry system sucks. So if I am bad at that, will I not be able to play Expedition 33? Because in Lies of P, it was like, if you don't learn this, you cannot play the game. And I sucked at it a lot. And so I couldn't even get the demo boss down to half HP. I tried 36 times and I couldn't get him down to half HP. And I was like, oh shoot, that's not what okay. That's not what I meant to do. Unless you're supposed to like attack the nomads. No, no. Are you supposed to attack them also? Or like, no, before he dies? Or like, whoa, okay. You can play it by focusing on dodging. Okay, that's fair. If I can dodge, I'm cool with that. But that whole parry system, like my brother was able to play Lies of P and he enjoyed it a lot. And I've watched some clips of it and everything. And I've like, I would like to play it, but the fighting technique, I was like, I just can't, I could not get it down. And maybe if I practiced enough, then maybe, but I just wasn't willing to do what I needed. I wasn't willing to play it enough. Like when I couldn't bring the demo boss down to half HP, I was like, why am I going to spend $70 on this game that I can't even bring the demo boss down? You know what I mean? I don't know. Someone once tried to create a real-time Seagull game, but it ended up turn-based. My favorite bird game is the Untitled Goose game. That's so good. Untitled Goose. This place is hard. And I'm running low on... Oh, life. I'm starting to run low on... What is a magic crest, pray tell? I don't know. Is it like a... I assume it's a... Yeah. Oh, okay. We're gonna... Okay. Oh, they're prepping me for... Vigilance hat! Whatever that means. Oh, nice! Prevents all status ailments. We're gonna do that for you, my darling, because you are my healer, and you have a rise. Birds were once dinosaurs. Geese have never forgotten this. This is true. I know. So I played Dark Souls 3 with my brother one time on stream when he was visiting. And, oh yeah, they're like, you better get ready. Nova armor. That sounds very fancy. This is going to be a really bad boss. I have a feeling. I can feel it in my bones. Oh, she can't wear Nova armor. But he can, probably. Prevents all status ailments. Oh my gosh. So we're all protected against status ailments now. I've always wanted to try Elden Ring, but I just am not willing to pay for a game that I'm probably not going to play all the way through. But I remember playing Dark Souls 3 with my brother, and the first boss took me 16 tries. And it was all in good fun because my brother was here, but it wasn't something I was seriously considering playing. It was just one of those things where my brother was like, hey, we should try that. We should play this together on stream. And it was fun. It was really fun. And I got so many people that were like, that came in and started following my Twitch channel and everything because they were like, oh, I love this game, you know? And I had to be very clear with all of them and be like, hey, this is a one-time thing. Like, this is not me playing. I'm not actually going to be playing this for real. I've never had an interest in Dark Souls. I don't really love Souls-like games for the most part. I really loved Hollow Knight. I really love Silksong. But games, I really wanted to like Lies of P, and I was thwarted. I could not play it. I was really, really sad. So I don't know, but my brother loves games like that they're so hard. Haste Helm. That's what I want. Oh, wait. Prevents confuse. Oh. That's why she didn't get confused. I was like, there's something that because that one time she didn't get confused, that first time I fought that boss. Shop. I have all kinds of great stuff. Okay, I will take your great stuff. High ether is 6,000. How many of those do I have? 13? Okay. And then a mid restores 30. And then a high potion. Yeah. Those aren't Souls-like. Your character has speed and agility. Very different fighting style. Hard does not equal Souls-like. That's true. I guess in Souls-like, I was thinking that you have to like go back and get your shade or go back and get your cocoon or whatever. Oh man, I loved Silksong, but it was hard. It was really challenging. Oh, so he's like, oh no, that's not what I meant. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. Can I exit the game out and just reload my game? I just saved, didn't I? I don't want to escape. I want to... What is even happening? If you leave, do you have to do that whole thing again? All the baddies again? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We are exiting the game because we just saved. Right? I was trying to click through what he was saying. I didn't actually want to leave. I'm exiting. Because I know I've saved. Okay, we're going to start over. Or not start over, but... My brother loves, like, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Lies of P, stuff like that. And for me, they just do not hold... Like, I love the design, and I love the big, giant worlds and the wackadoo designs and stuff. There's something to be said about that. But... And the atmosphere and everything. But, like, I just don't... I don't love the idea of it just feels like a slog to me. And even the first, that Dark Souls game I played, like for Dark Souls 3, I was like, this is not even that fun. Like, it's just, I mean, like, I felt pretty euphoric when I beat the first boss. But after that, I was like, I'm done. But I don't, you know, I don't really want to, yeah, I did not want to do that. I'm so glad I just saved. Okay, what did I do? I think I gave her the haste helm, right? Because she now has Shala's amulet. Okay, haste helm. Oh, that's higher defense. Yay! Okay, I'm so glad. So glad I was able to... Watching people who are good at the combat, it looks so unnatural. They just smash themselves up against the enemy and run circles around it while dodging and rolling. Not immersive. Yeah, like I love the design, and I love that the bosses are really cool, and that everything is so weird. Like, anything goes. You can just make the weirdest 8-headed, 9-armed, weird monstrosity. And like I totally respect the creativity that goes into it, but just the fighting style is just not my favorite. And when I played Lies of P, I was kind of sort of hoping that it would play like Final Fantasy Rebirth or Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it didn't, because it kind of did, but it was, you had to parry, and I just was so bad at that. I was so bad at that. The only game I've been good at parrying in, or not even, I don't even say that I've been that good, was Metroid Dread. That was kind of like that was the best. It was the best I was, but and even then. But that's because they gave you the little sparkle. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Shop. What did I buy? I don't even remember. Okay. We're going to buy a bunch of these. And then we're going to buy a bunch of mid-ethers. And then we're going to buy some high ethers. Yeah. Evade and counter makes sense to me. That's how I played in Silksong. This last time I played Silksong, I used cross-stitch almost through the entire gameplay. And I liked it. I got pretty good at it. The first time I played through it, I used the silk spear almost all the time. But this last time I used cross stitch, and I did like cross stitch. But yeah, for me, I'm the same way. Evade, maybe not countering so much, but I was really good at dodging and running away. Okay, who is it? It's probably the queen, right? Oh, we're still not done. I thought for sure we were going on to the... Wait a minute, I know this guy. I recognize him. You're not supposed to hit him when he puts his little arms up. Why is Ayla raging? Oh, it's because she's got the haste helm on. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Enemies are at their weakest right after you evade. Like after you dodge them. Oh, yeah. It's Luca's robots. Whoa. Yeah, that's not gonna work on any of us. We're gonna do rocket punch. How did Luca's robots end up here? Well, that wasn't great, but okay. Ugh. That was a lot of life. Nope. Nope. Cure beam on her. It's a small amount? Okay, 354. See, I also liked the Final Fantasy VII way of using materia, where you could choose what you wanted to give everybody instead of just having everybody have automatic spells. But like Marl has ice and Luca has fire and all that stuff. I like the oh, we missed it. We got lucky. I think I missed a chest back there. Gosh. Oh, we made it without actually getting eaten by those Hydra things. Hydrocondas? Hydrocondas. I don't know what I was expecting at this place, but this was not it. That haste helm. Good find. I was scared to open the chests because I was afraid that they were gonna just cause more baddie fights, but he's out. Cowards! I don't even run away from fights, although sometimes I wish I could. I do wish that they would give you that option. Yeah, I thought we were like at the boss fight. The remakes actually fixed a big problem with the original Final Fantasy VII. The characters were nearly the same in battle except for their limit breaks and whether they used ranged weapons. Final Fantasy VII Remake made them all distinctive. I agree. I totally agree. And while I definitely struggled with certain decisions they made regarding the game, I especially especially Rebirth, I have a lot of opinions and like feelings about some of the things they chose to do in Rebirth. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the game. I liked it. I had a lot of questions about why they did certain things, but ultimately I enjoyed it. And I liked using all the characters more than I did in the original Final Fantasy VII. I don't know what's better. Take away... the... Well, they're all flying, I guess. Flyclops! Oh, that's his name. A Flyclops. Just punch him in the face. Sword Art says, I just learned some extremely sad news in the gaming community. Call of Duty co-creator / Infinity Ward co-founder and current Battlefield leader Vince Zampella died in a car crash? Oh, that's awful. Oh, right before Christmas, too. That's awful. That makes me really sad. Oh. That's so sad. My cousins lost their mom like 5 days or 4 days before Christmas a year or two ago. I can't even imagine. And that first Christmas without your loved one is the worst. Oh, that first Christmas without my mom was really, really hard. That was really hard. And now a friend of mine is going through the same thing. She just lost her mom a couple months ago. So this is her first Christmas without her mom. Great. I loved using Tifa in Final Fantasy VII Remake. I did not like using Tifa in the original Final Fantasy, but I loved using her in Remake. She was very, very fast. And I appreciated that a lot. And I didn't really like using Aerith in the original Final Fantasy VII either. I never used her. The only time I used her was when they forced you to use her when you go to the Temple of the Ancients. And I was so annoyed because I was like, all this time, I've been sitting here trying to like level up this one party. And now you're forcing me to use... Okay, but wait a minute. Can we like combo attack? Oh no, because they're all going to nope out of there. Cowards. Apparently he likes her. Rude does. I mean, who wouldn't? It's Tifa. She's gorgeous and nice and talented, and those eyes are glowing on that statue. Tifa with elemental fists and full buffs is stupid fun. Speed up materia, luck up, strength up, destroy. She's so fast. Remember when you thought you were going to outsmart Rebirth by unequipping Aerith? Yeah. Well, but the reality is with Rebirth and with Remake, your whole party travels with you, like all the time. So you can just kind of... but then they also like split you up and, you know, I don't know. I had a really hard time with the way that some of the things were done in Final Fantasy VII Remake / Rebirth, but that's okay. Oh. They're just gonna leave? Oh no, they're coming. Oh. I think he was done with one iceberg toss, right? I can't remember. Hopefully. He at least doesn't have 2,000. What was it? 223,333? Yeah! He just freaking smacked that dude right in the face. Is that all they do? They just chip your MP down? That sucks. That sucks a lot. Flyclops. They did botch the story, and I was annoyed. I was really annoyed with some of the things they chose to do, and I have a lot of feelings about it. I will play the third one, but I will probably play it on easy because there was this crazy difficulty spike at the very end that was so unnecessary. And oh, no. I was so mad. I was really mad. They're slowly taking away what made the end of the game so like amazing. They're putting all these bosses into these earlier parts of the game, and they're not saving any of it for the end. I don't know. I had a lot of thoughts, but ultimately I did enjoy it. I thought it was a good time. Boss fight? No. Speed capsule. Okay, where are my people? They're... Oh, she only has 2? Ugh, I hate those moves when they steal your MP. It sucks. Which boss? Oh, man. I don't know. I will say that I was hugely impressed with Genova. I thought Genova was absolutely fantastic. I was bothered when they split you up into teams, like they split you, because they kind of tried to do that at the end of Final Fantasy Original, but you didn't have to use that party if you didn't want to. Like they split you up, but then they were like, oh, but you can also just not, you know, it was like, you want to switch to the other party? No. Okay, cool. I didn't like that we had to fight parts of Genova like split up into these weird teams with like Katsi or Kate Sith or however they pronounced it in the game and everything, because I was like, this is useless. But her design and her music and everything was absolutely phenomenal. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. The third boss? I don't know. Or like the third, like which boss in the third part? Yeah, they didn't let you choose your part. I know. And we had a big round table discussion on my Discord about this, and we talked about all the different things that, can you walk through that? No, you cannot. We talked about all these things and you know, different people's opinions and whatnot. And like, we didn't all agree, and that's fine. But we talked a lot about it and talked a lot about, you know, the different choices that they made and the interesting kind of like, why would they choose to do that? That doesn't make any sense. Or, you know, especially with like the final battle and everything, I had a lot of thoughts about that. But, ooh, y'all are ugly. Hopefully that takes you out in one hit. Yay! Man, I love that move. That is my go-to move. That is a great move. Oh! Okay. So we only use magic. Got it. You never played disc 2, so you don't even know what happens at the very, very end? Oh, man. The ending of Final Fantasy VII is one of my favorite game endings. And I am nervous that they're going to mess it up. I don't know. I'll still play the third one, but I don't know. They were trying to make it unique, but this is one of the things that we talked about in the round table, was that I don't feel like they need to make it unique. They just like, well, they're trying to draw in newer gamers, and they were trying to like, they were kind of banking on, I think they were like, well, how do we keep our old players, but also bring in new ones? I don't know. They made some very interesting decisions that I was not really down with. I made a video about it on my YouTube channel and was like, here are the top 5 things I loved, and here's the top 5 things that I did not love. I just feel like they really kind of messed up Sephiroth's whole vibe by just putting him in it everywhere. He was everywhere. And I was like, well, now wait a minute. Part of the reason he was so I'm not going to get into it here because that's a whole can of worms. I don't know why. I don't know why they decided to make things the way that they did, but... Oh, here it is. And here's the final boss, Simon Says. Oh, one of these fellas again. Well, my good old iceberg toss is always great. Oh, that didn't do that much. Well, what I think is funny is that they said that they didn't want fan service, but at the same time, they also put everybody in swimming suits on the beach. And I was like, that sounds like, whoa, that didn't do anything. I was like, that's fan service to me. But whatever. It is what it is. We're gonna do that iceberg toss again. That didn't do nearly as much damage as it did the last time. This is not the same fella. Maybe I am misinterpreting what he meant. I don't know. It's been a long time since we've talked about it. I don't remember. Proximity bomb? Sure. I don't know. That seems pretty... That's non-elemental, I think. Maybe we do need elemental. Okay. Oh! Ayla's down to 1? Oh my gosh. Kiss yourself. That's not much. Okay. We need you to cure 2 on Ayla, and then we need to combo something. I don't know. Sure, let's do that. The less he shows himself, the more intimidating he is, because you always just kind of find the aftermath of what he's done, and that's really frightening. But when he's there all the time, he's not as scary, to me anyway. I don't. Sure, we'll go for it. They beachweared Zack in Crisis Core. I never played Crisis Core. Ooh, that was good. I love that we all can't have status effects or whatever. That's great. Smart. But like they gave you that stuff in here. It's not like that was a... They straight up were like, here, you're gonna need this. This fight would be so much harder if I didn't have all that equipment. Oh, that's what it does. Okay. So it's one move that reduces her down to 1. I feel like I've seen that before. I can't remember who did that. I think he was on the Mount Woe or Mountain of Woe or whatever. There was some baddie that had like a move that did that same thing. Oh, can we not do that together? Oh, who do I need to do that with? Oh, he doesn't have any stuff. I don't want to use a turbo ether. Oh, she's dead. Okay. Stealing MP is such a horrible, horrible thing in a battle. How dare he? You know what I'm saying? How dare? Oh, this is gonna kill Marl. Biscuits. Dang it. Oh, that sucks. I think I just screwed up my... Yay! She's gotta do something. What does a high potion do? I can't remember. 500? Oh no! I didn't think that actually took life. Oh, son of a biscuit. No, that's gonna kill her. Oh, maybe it's not. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay, what's happening now? She's okay. Yeah, cool. I was like, I don't understand. I'm so behind. Okay. Time to get serious. Iceberg toss, maybe. I agree. The story, and I'm only semi paying attention to what's in chat because I want to beat this guy, but I agree with you. I feel like they didn't need to complicate the story. They didn't need to add any of those extra elements because the story was already pretty complicated. Oh, no. I don't know what that does, but... we'll do... She does not have a lot of magic. Oh, that didn't give a lot of... Okay, he needs magic attacks then. Oh, and she doesn't have any high ether. Is that 60? I think mid ether. High ether. That's what I need. I still think it's dumb that she has magic points or whatever. I love the original Final Fantasy VII. It has a special place in my heart. And I know it's not, you know, I know it's not perfect or whatever. And I know it's got lots of flaws and everything, but man, that's right. It's all gotta be, it's all gotta be magic. What am I doing? I'm paying attention. Yay! Nice job, team. Go team. You did it. I was gonna say only Marls? That's shocking to me. Maybe that's not the final boss though. That could be the case. Everybody's life looks cool for the most part. Actually, no lies. Oh, there we go.
Tractor!
Oh, we're going again? Oh my gosh. I thought that was the final boss. Oh man, I don't have any. I still feel like most of the problems, Wolf says, I still feel like most of the problems with the remake and rebirth stems from people wanting it to be the same as the original, but it's not. It's a totally different game with the same characters. Just my opinion. I know many wanted an exact remake of the original. I think I was one of those that was like, man, I really hope that they keep this as close to the original as possible. But you're right. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Nope. Okay, sure, fine. Oh no, that didn't kill him! Oh no, oh my gosh. That only got those two, really? Okay. They included a lot of the same things in the game, but they also, they changed the plot and it was kind of weird, and I don't really understand why I don't know. We talked about it so much. I definitely have lots of feelings, but it is what it is. It's fine. I'll still play the third one. I will totally still play the third one. I will just probably play it on easy because that difficulty spike at the end of Rebirth was brutal, and like all the different fights and stuff that you had to do without any save points or any, like the fact that you had to do the whole thing all the way, like, oh, it was just crazy. That was frustrating. How many floors are there to this Black Omen? We didn't want an exact replica. We wanted them to tell the story they were unable to fully develop with the limitations of 30 years ago. There are plenty of times in the remake that there are genius retellings and excellent choices, but for everyone, there are 3 poor decisions. I do agree with that. I do. I remember kind of discussing that in the round table and just being like, some of the things that they did were so good, and then the other decisions they made were so bad, and I couldn't figure out why they chose to make those decisions. But it is what it is. It's fine. It was very pretty, and the music and everything was just top notch. The music was wonderful. I loved the music. I thought the music was perfection. Crown jewel for sure. See, that doesn't go to both of them? That's dumb. That is dumb. And I was supposed to see them in concert. I was supposed to see the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth concert in Fort Worth, and then I got COVID. I was so mad. What? That's so annoying. That's rude. How did those not attack all of them? They're right next to each other. That is rude, I tell you what. Nice job. See, and I only ever saw the first section, like the first part of The Hobbit, but I do not remember being impressed. I was like, but it had also been a really long time since I'd read the book, and so I didn't remember a lot of the story. But I've heard that though from a lot of people that were like, why? And I guess the question we have to ask ourselves is, if you are going to make a remake of something, then what is your ultimate goal? And it's like Wolf said, they didn't want to make the same story, so they just made a different story, mostly with the same characters. And so that begs the question, well, then why bring in elements of the old story at all? I think it's all about transparency. It's all about being upfront. And when you call it Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm imagining a remake of the original. But if that's not what it's going to be, then you should probably call it something different, or come out in like straight up and be like, this is not going to be an exact remake of the original. What was it that just made an exact remake of the original, or that updated it or whatever? Well, there's like the pixel remake, as in remaking the story. No, a remake to me sounds like remaking the original game in the original, like doing the original game the exact way it was, just doing it with better graphics and whatnot. That's my interpretation of it. But I feel like they could have called it Final Fantasy VII Chapter something, or, you know, something like that. I don't know. There was something that they did. There was something that was remaster. Okay, there you go. Then that's what I was thinking. In my head, I was like, oh yeah, remake. I was thinking remaster. You're right. Remake is like a different story. Yeah. Metroid Prime Remastered. Yes. Metroid Prime Remastered was awesome. Wow, really? Lame. What is with their feet? That is the first time I've noticed that. Oh, I hate that move a lot. What's all of them? Like what, how come we can't? Oh. How have I not been using that? Oh, did that work? No, it did not. Oh, Marl's dead. Dead. Dang. This is what I get for only like half paying attention. Is that Marl? I can't tell. Somebody's hiding on top of him. Or her. Him. Her. These guys are actually pretty powerful dudes. Oh, Baymax is down to 1. Does that also hurt him, or does that? Oh yeah, it does. Is he dead? No, he only has 1. Okay. He's just sitting because he's sad. I guess we'll do, I feel like that, I thought that iceberg toss attacked everyone. But I guess not. What are those? I know. I don't know what these fellas are, but they are, wow, they're still not dead. But they're sure having my HP over and over and over again. Wish I had that move. Man, that's a really great move. That's nice. You can learn, like with enemy skill and stuff, you can learn enemies' moves in like the Final Fantasy games. That's nice. That dropping your HP to 1, or like having your HP, that would be nice. That I could do to the other baddies. Wait, I remember that. Yeah, they're gargoyles. They could have taken the same story, used this awesome battle system and graphics, and filled in the gaps in terms of story/lore. Like, tell me whether Sephiroth is his own agent or if he's just the latest evolution of Genova on this planet. Can you imagine a Metroid Prime remake? Hey, it's Uber! How's it going, Uber? Happy Christmas week. But, like I said, well, and this is the same thing when it comes to, like, these Disney live-action remakes. You're right. A remake doesn't have to be the same story. That's a remaster. But none of them are successful because they all make these really weird decisions and they do really weird things, and they're not live action. They're 90% CGI. Cinderella was probably the closest that they came to a live action remake. And I don't understand why remakes are my favorite recurring Susie Grace soapbox. Yeah, well, me and Mactastic. Mactastic has lots of soapboxes. But to be totally honest, I do not consume enough media and movies to really have a good, like, what? Yeah. Okay. Oh no, that's not what I meant to. Oh crap. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, Marl only has one. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. I don't consume enough media to really say what movies are good or what movies are bad or whatever. Obviously, I have not enjoyed any of the live action remakes that Disney has put out, but I haven't seen all of them either because the ones I saw made me not want to watch the rest of them because I was like, I don't like this. I don't like what they've done. When I say a Lion King remake, I wanted the Lion King exactly as it was with all the exact same voice acting, same story beats, same everything. I just wanted updated graphics. I wanted it to be like a 3D movie, not live action, not real lions. I wanted it to be kind of like an updated 3D graphics to make everybody pop out of the screen, but be the same movie. And what happens when you have these remakes or when you have, you know, these companies that are trying to like remake something is what they're saying is, I can make this better. I think that's what I'm getting the feeling of. Well, yeah, it's good, but I can make it better, or I want to stand out for doing this or whatever. But ultimately, I don't feel like it ever actually is better in the long run. I feel like most of the time it leaves people disappointed because it's like, well, it doesn't, the original one doesn't need to be improved at all other than having maybe 3D graphics, but even then it's a beautiful movie and it doesn't even need that. But I do think it's funny that they call it a live action remake when there is nothing live action about the Lion King at all. It's all CGI. They're not even real animals. The original Lion King looks great, beautiful, doesn't even need any sort of like upgrade. It looks great. It's all about money. That's all it is. It's just all about money. Mr. Krabs. Money. I don't know. And we talked about this too with like the movie industry and having original stories and whatnot. Everything is just a reboot of something else. And, you know, they say that that we're doing reboots of things, you know, but it's like, it's never the same or it's never as good because nothing's original anymore. Everything's just done. But even when they do take ideas from, you know, movies or when they do take ideas from books and stuff, then they change them. And as an author, you just have to give up your rights and just be like, yeah, well, I sold the book rights for a lot of money. And I just have to be okay with them changing up my material, you know? As an author myself, I think, well, how would I feel if somebody... Yeah, it's true. Lion King was just Hamlet with lions. It's true. That's like, well, how would I feel if they did it? Let's say that my book was picked up by Hollywood and they did a remake of it. How disappointed would I be if they completely changed my story? Because at that point, you really are just kind of paying for the idea and then going, well, but I'm going to do what I want with it. Instead of being like, some person created this idea and we're going to do it justice. We're going to take the idea, but then we're going to change it and make it what we want to make it. And it's like, well, yeah, but another one? Well, at least we just saved. Iceberg toss? It's the first go-to every single time. If you're not going to be original, you can't complain about AI stealing your job. Oh, no! Okay, ice on the bottom. Oh! Wait a minute. Did he just take life from his own body? I am confused, because he didn't take 1,000 life points from any of us. So is that weak to... Oh, no, it is not. No. Triple kick. No. We need magic. We need magic. So we need ice just on the top half, maybe? And then we need... I don't know. You know what? I really love... Ayla, but she does not help when it is an enemy that does not sass. 6? Oh, I hate that move so much. Baymax is also down to 1. I hate that. And now he's about to die. Yep. Okay. Oh, so we just need to let him suck his bottom half dry, basically. That's what we need to do. Is Ayla at 1? Yeah, she is. Okay. So we just need to like let him suck his bottom half dry and then we take the top half, I guess. That's true. You got to get the right people. So we just got to stay alive. Stay alive. Oh, wait, but who is low on life? Marl is low on life. I think there will be some jobs that are replaced by AI, but I also think that will create other jobs because somebody has to manage that AI. So I don't think AI is coming for like all jobs. I just think it's just going to change things a lot. I guess I can do ice. I'm the only magical. Oh, well, he has like, what does he have? Light magic? Shadow magic? How much life is he siphoning from that thing? Like, how much life does that thing have? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not supposed to... Oh, hold on. Maybe I'm not supposed to let him just siphon life from... Well, I mean, it is a boss. Nice. That was excellent. Yeah, she can heal, kind of. Jump kick his head. Yeah, only about people in Hollywood wanting to do remakes. I mean, he's got to be... Oh, ice tackle. That's the only thing, that's the only elemental thing we've got going for us right now. That's not helping, though, because he just keeps healing himself. So do I just wait? AI is a misnomer, though, really. It's just a big database that draws from existing data fed to it. True. It's very good at sifting through large amounts of data. Well, yeah, because it's not original either. It's just pulling ideas that it's been fed, you know? What happens if you attack the bottom of it? 4. I hate that move a lot. I feel like we just have to wait. No, it's not. It's not at all. I feel like we just gotta wait this out, but maybe I'm wrong? I guess we can cure wind everybody again. Yeah, large language model. Hey, it's Cody! How you feeling? Thanks so much for the resub. I'm kind of waiting this out. I've been waiting, but that means that I am majorly confused. He's siphoned like at least 5,000 HP out of that bottom half of his. So we've got to destroy the bottom half, maybe? But how do we do that if the only magical attack we have is ice and it absorbs the ice? Unless we use... Oh no, but he can use... Wait. Who do I need that for? Proximity bomb? How come I can't use that? AC teacher serves more attention. I'm having such a hard time focusing in this fight, and it's not anything anybody's doing in chat. It's just my brain is so slow right now. This is what traveling does to you. This is for Cody. There you go. It's done. Okay, here's my question. If I keep waiting, will this guy just siphon all the life out of that bottom half of him? Or am I supposed to actually, like, kill either the top half or the bottom half? Riddle me this. Because he has sucked... Oh, no! Oh, yeah. Because he has siphoned a lot of life out of that thing. And I mean, he's a boss, and so he obviously has lots of life. But like, I feel like he's... Maybe I'm waiting on the wrong thing. Maybe I'm not... Maybe that's not what's supposed to happen. I just feel like I gotta wait it out, but then that thing never dies. Is that just never-ending life for him? How can that possibly be? Because at this point, he's got like full life. Because he heals himself with 1,000 HP every single time. Oh. Why can I not do proximity bomb? I don't understand. Who am I supposed to do that with? Hey, it's Darren! I don't understand. Is there like a... Okay. Somebody, I don't want to spend forever on this. Is there like a something I can do for this boss to... I can't use my proximity bomb, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I knew it. Oh, you were
I don't understand. He just has a never-ending supply of life down there? I thought he would at least kill it eventually. I don't understand why I can't do a proximity bomb. Why is those things? He has siphoned at least 9,000 HP out of that bottom part, which is like, I mean, I guess that could be for a final boss, but like, is there a limit to how much he can siphon off of that and then it just dies, or will it just continue forever? And I'm legitimately asking that question because if I do have to find a way to kill that thing, ice is not going to do it because ice heals it. So I just need to wait? It's annoying. It's taking forever. Oh, man. We got to cure wind, all of us. Although that's gonna... Okay, that's only 38. I just can't believe how much life that bottom part has. Oh, focus on the top so it... Okay, that's a good idea. 7. 7. But I can't use... Oh, that was 28. Good job. Oh! We were right. Okay. Well, now you can't heal yourself. Uh-oh. What was that? Oh my gosh, he did it to all of us. Holy moly. Wow, that was nuts. He only does that when the bottom half goes away? Wow. Yeah, I don't have any lightning. We did learn electrocute. Somebody did. I don't know who that was, but somebody learned it. I can check later in the... So that was really just... Okay, hold on. Now I gotta go heal and save over here. What a weird fight. I'm hungry. Tech works good manual hits. I know, but not a whole lot of... magical hits. This has been my party. What is a white gemstone? Wait, no. Sunstone, no. White gemstone. I'll bet that absorbs white magic. Enables Poyozo Dance Triple Tech. You know, it would be really helpful. Well, I guess this is why you have a guide, but it would be really helpful. We're still not done. Oh. Oh, music's fading. Wait, I've fought one of these before. Right? Is this one new? Oh, that took a... Well, yeah, that took a lot of life down. Oh, we better cure him over there. Yeah, I fought one of these dudes before. Oh, he learned electrocute. That would have been really helpful. That's okay. I like that he beats his metal chest. That was pretty solid. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Not so bad, not so bad. I don't know. Well, yeah. We're just going to town on that beak. Hi, cutie pie.
The beak?
What the beak? I know, right?
Like two parts of a beak.
Yeah, it's like a little mini beak.
Yeah, but
Well, I mean, it's actually kind of big if you look at it from... Oh, no!
what's
Oh.
that?
Oh, that wasn't so bad. Whew. I have not gotten a Switch 2 yet. I have not decided if I want to get a Switch 2 just yet, or if I want... Like, I'm setting money aside for it. I've gotten some very, very kind donations from people here, and that I'm setting it all aside. But I haven't really decided, but at the same time, I'm also like, well, I mean, it's true. It's not getting any cheaper anytime soon. So, like, there is that. Oh, I don't have enough magic points, even though I don't use magic, which is lame and dumb. Nice. Good job, team. We did it. So I haven't really decided when I'm going to get one yet. Originally, I was like, I really want one for Christmas. And this last year, I was like, I didn't even get myself a Christmas present or a birthday present. I cannot believe we're still in this place. I didn't get myself a birthday present because I was like, I'm going to get the new Switch 2. But then when they announced it, I was like, well, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I haven't decided. But luckily, I don't have to decide right this second. But I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. Because like if I'm totally honest, I'm like, yes, I totally want to go buy it because it's new and it's shiny and I love that. And it's got a bigger screen and it just looks pretty and it's awesome and I'm super excited about it. But in reality, for the amount of money, I'm like, well, I don't know. I gotta think. Nicer Joy-Cons, yeah. Much nicer Joy-Cons. Some people are probably a bit on off. I don't know. I haven't actually looked into my, I'm not really sure. I have to actually like add everything up. And that's not to say that I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying, well, yeah, I'm, oh, there are 5 of them? Oh, my lands. What can we do that is like all around, everybody, all the time, every day? Electrocute? Yes. Wait, did they just do that to me? That wasn't my move, right? No. Oh. Oh, she's dead. She's dead. She's dead. Because there is part of me that's like, it would be kind of cool to get like a special kind, or maybe if they came out with like a Zelda themed one, or, you know, something like that. I don't know. I haven't decided. I haven't really thought a whole lot about it because that's not true. I've thought about it and there are days where I'm like, yeah, I'm totally like, I 100% want one and I will go out and buy one tomorrow. And then there's the other part of me like the next day that'll be like, well, is that really necessary for me to throw the money down on it right now? I don't know. I haven't really decided. And I go back and forth constantly. I ping pong back and forth. I'm constantly like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Oh, another one? Man. It's 3:48? I'm supposed to sign off in like 20 minutes. I thought I was totally going to finish this place long before now. And I've had such a hard time like following a string of conversation, and I feel like I've been all over the place today. So I do apologize. If I've missed any chat messages or anything like that, I am so sorry. Nintendo usually launches with a true system seller. I know, and this time around I was like, well, wait, why is this an exclamation point? Oh, okay. Did I just save? You know what? My headache went away though. I can still barely feel it, just a little bit right here, but it mostly went away. We're gonna actually like fight our copies. I know what you have seen. It is your futures that slumber in this hall. Destiny in its essential form. all the dreams that might have been, all the happiness and sorrow you might have known, your tomorrow as it has been witnessed. I don't believe you. You are fine and have been wonderful to hang out with as usual. You're so kind. I just feel like I've been like, bang, bing, 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 bing. I haven't been able to focus on anything. We've had so many new awesome people in chat today, which is so, so kind. Cody, no! Stop! You do not have to do that! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I don't even, how do you, how? Oh my gosh. Stixel just came in because she's concerned. I feel like I'm like sweating. Well, maybe it's because I have a blanket on me and I'm wearing a hoodie. That was so unbelievably generous. Like I said earlier today, when this happens, I don't feel like words are enough. I don't feel like a kazoo song is really nice, but like, or like silly, you know, but when people choose, that's not necessary at all, but it is so kind and so generous, and I don't have the words. I've had multiple people that have donated for Christmas, you know, saying, you know, Merry Christmas and everything, and that is so unbelievably kind of you guys. It's not necessary at all, but it's so appreciated. I feel so moved. All I'm doing is sitting here playing video games, and you guys are so kind. I don't feel like I offer enough to warrant that kind of generosity. You guys are so kind. I mean, it would make for a pretty big Christmas surprise if I surprised Charlotte with like new Joy-Cons and my Switch and everything. I don't know. I've got to look at. I know. I mean, I have to look at my little fund. Cody, that was so kind of you. And whoever Merry Christmas was, and Scarecrow a couple weeks ago, and who was it? Not Mactastic, the other Mac Girl. And not only those. Wait, what? Because, like, a couple weeks ago. Oh, shoot. Oh, biscuits, I did. Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. Never mind. Forget I said anything. I can't remember. That was weeks ago. I don't remember. Shoot. Sorry. I don't want to just say just thanks to those certain people, because everybody that comes here and that hangs out, and whether you can sub or whether you can donate or whatever, that doesn't matter, because I'm here anyway, because I love this space. I love this community and what it's given me. This community has done so much for me and done so much for my mental health and done so much for my own self-care. And I really don't know where I would be without like the streaming space and the community that I have right now. But I don't want anybody to feel like they are less important or anything like that if they aren't able to donate or they aren't able to sub or anything like that. I have gone back and forth so many times of whether to just pull my affiliate status so nobody has to sub, because I don't like the fact that ads now play on my channel, and I don't want anybody to feel obligated by anything. But if I get rid of affiliate status, then I get rid of all my channel points and I get rid of all that stuff. And I've tried to come up with a way to figure that out on my own and maybe come up with my own way of doing channel points or redemptions. And I could have things redeemed by like chat commands, but like through StreamerBot, in all reality, I could come up with some sort of system, but it wouldn't be quite like channel points. And so I haven't ever done that. I haven't ever pulled affiliate, but man, I'd sure love to be able to stream without any ads or anything like that and not put any pressure on anybody. One thing I do love about gift subs is that you can gift them to other people, which I think is really generous for somebody to do for somebody else. I think that's really kind. But at the same time, if I didn't have to run ads, if I was an affiliate, then I wouldn't even have to do that and we could all just hang out together. I've heard of people doing that. I've heard of people taking affiliate status away and just being like, you know what? I had affiliate status, but I just didn't like it because, you know, I don't like running ads on my channel. But I obviously don't want anybody ever to feel. But that being said, I am speechless when things like that happen, and I just feel very honored. You guys are so kind. Oh, I was like, everything. Come, children! Lavo slumbers. I will guide you into the depths of his dream. Did I say dream? I meant, of course, his eternal nightmare! Dude, can we do this in 10 minutes? Yeah, whatever that is behind her. No. I hate that move. That is the worst move. I hate that move so much. You are the problem. You're such a problem. I hate you. Is it that big thing behind her? No, it's just her. Always the MP. Always. Let's do this in 10 minutes. No, 4! We gotta do this in 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I hate this move. I hate it. She totally does. Oh my gosh, Chaos, you're so right. She looks just like her. Oh, that's so funny. I never could have pulled that memory in 1,000 years, but you nailed it. That's exactly who she looks like. Ah, that's funny. Man, I remember watching that show. Is she gonna do the thing? No. I don't feel like, oh, wait. You know what? We're just gonna cat attack her constantly. And then we're gonna save these two. Uh-huh, yeah, yeah. Man, I wish I was in a financial position to gift stuff like that to people. I would love to do that. One of the coolest things my mom ever did with my brother and my sister, and I missed out on it. I really wish I hadn't. I wasn't living in Utah at the time, but my mom just gave my siblings like $100 each or $200 each or something. And she was like, go make people's Christmases. And she was just like, go pay it forward. I would love to be able to do that. And unfortunately, I can in small ways, but man, I would love to like pay for somebody's big giant grocery haul or pay off somebody's layaway. Oh, that would be so cool. I don't know if people do layaway now. Layaway used to be a big thing, but I've always wanted to do something like that, and I've never been in a financial position to do so, but that would be so cool. I would love that. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give everybody a mid-ether because we gotta... Oh no! I took her! Oh no, yes I did. No, I did not. Oh no, he's dead! He died, he's dead. Dang it. Crap. Oh! Oh! Oh, okay, that's fine. We're gonna arise him, and then we're gonna give myself... That gives him like all the life. That screws up my groove. Oh no! Oh, son of a biscuit eating bulldog. It screwed up my groove. I was in a good groove. Okay, that reduces everybody to 1. That's cool. That's fine. I just needed to give everybody... Oh, okay, good. Good. All right, we're back on it. I just needed to give people ethers. Son of a submarine! That is one I've never heard, but I like it. I like it. Wow, hallelujah for Baymax. You know what I'm saying? I can do this all day. Kind of. I mean, if I just stick to this... I hate that move, man. That sucks. Maybe triple kick will hit her more times. Or not hit her more times, but I mean, it will hit her more times, but I mean, maybe it'll take more HP. Oh, but it uses more MP. I'm scared of losing my MP. Oh, this one. Yeah, okay, good job. I don't know if that was any better. I don't know. And I know I'm missing chat messages. I see lovely chat messages that I want to read, but for a hot second. We did it! Unless that big old thing's gonna come alive. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Can I get a hug? My cutie bubs. Little cutie duty. I love you.
Is that penis statue gonna come alive?
Probably.
I don't know. It looks like
There you go. There you go. In 4 minutes! Amazing. Okay, hold on. Cody didn't play this game till like 10 years ago for the first time.
it's weird for statues to move because they don't.
That's true. That's true. Mactastic says, Susie, your inspiration restarted my passion for music, a passion I had on the shelf for 20 years. Don't ever think you are not doing enough. I can't begin to explain how grateful I am for that. It's amazing how something you feel is so small. Something you feel is so small can mean so much to someone. I haven't listened to your most recent song. I forgot about it because we went out of town, but I will listen to it after this stream today. Today. That was very, very kind, Mactastic. That is such a sweet sentiment. If I can, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm a very inspiring person, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I'm just sitting here, just hanging out, playing video games. But if I can spread any sort of positivity or anything, or any sort of inspiration, that's, whoa, no. We're fighting this? It alters all energy? I don't like the sound of that. Oh, okay. You know what? We'll heal everybody. That's cool. I don't even know what to do. Are there multiple parts to him? No. We will kick him. And I will kick her, sir. Oh, Chiron! Thank you! Oh, see? Man, you guys are so nice. You guys are so nice. Do you want a song? I feel like that's not enough. Because you also just subbed today. I feel so overwhelmed. So kind of you guys. You know what I need? I need the Power Rangers. Great people don't always feel great, and maybe that's what makes them great. I agree with Mac. There's an older movie called It Could Happen to You about a cop who promises a waitress half of a lottery ticket's winnings as a tip, and then he wins the jackpot. They do things like hang out in the subway and pay for everyone's rides. It's a pretty wholesome movie. I love that. I wish I could do something like that for people. And you know who did that for people? My mom. My mom was one of those people that loved to give. She absolutely loved to give, and she was very, very passionate about service, and she just really loved to give. And I absolutely believe that if my mom had, you know, won the lottery or something, she would have used a lot of it to just do good for other people. And that's very, very kind. Much like Chiron and Cody and all these people, anybody who subbed today, Mactastic and Gale and, you know, Trekkie, and just even people just being here, because even just being here, like you guys just being here got me to where I am right now. So all of you are doing good. I don't ever want anybody here to think that they are any less because they either can't donate or can't sub or whatever, because even you just being here helps tremendously and has gotten me to this point. So I appreciate every single one of you. So much. I don't know how to beat the man machine. Oh, we can electrocute it. Maybe. Oh, but he alters all energy. Does that mean he doesn't... Does it mean he, like, sucks it in or, like, absorbs it or... Oh, no! He remains still. I don't like that sound of that. That's he. I don't know. It. I don't know. That sounds scary. Passion for the... Because I'll tell you what. I have grown to appreciate this little instrument so much. Magic sacrificed to increase attack. Oh no. I feel like, yeah, we should do that. We should do that. And then we'll triple kick his face. No, we'll cat attack him. Oh, she's only got... Okay, hold on. I missed you guys last week a lot. I mean, I'm really glad... Oh, I'm really glad we got to go and, you know, visit my family and everything. Like, I loved... We had such a great time. But I missed streaming a lot. I missed my people. What did we do last time? I feel... Well, I'm actually not going to say that just yet. You know what? I think I had a feeling we were going to fight the Mammon Machine. I think I did know that. Oh, Electrocute is... Oh, I have 0. Oh, that must have been why I couldn't do the proximity bomb. I was looking at the wrong number. I am not... I have a smooth brain. There we go. I was looking at the wrong number. I think we needed this love-in after the week off. Plus, it's Christmas. I know. And Christmas is such a nice time to be able to do stuff like that for people. I am very grateful that I did not choose to get a Switch 2 earlier, though, because I think the girls' Christmas is going to be a really good Christmas. And potentially, it could become an even better Christmas. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Dude, $15? Are you kidding? Yeah, that's an indie game. Are you kidding? That's great. That's like getting a game. It's perfect. Or it goes toward, you know, an accessory or something like that. Don't ever feel like it's not enough. That is so helpful. Even $5. $5 gets you an indie game. Totally. Totally. Oh, Marl. You know what? Those dumb bosses in the... Oh, what is it called? The Black Omen were worse than the Mammon Machine. 100%. Mammon Machine, it was like unless there's like a phase 3. I could buy Burly Men at Sea at least 15 times. Burly Men at Sea, I need to finish that. I didn't bring my Steam Deck with me on the plane. Are we out in space? You maggots. I am the queen who shall rule for all eternity at Lavos' side. You will not stand in my way. Are you kidding? Whoa. Oh, this is going to be one of those situations where we like have to do the... We gotta attack, like, the hand or something. Maybe? Oh! I hate that so freaking much. Oh, she has, like, no... Okay. Electrocute everyone? I don't know. Bongo, yeah. don't know why Automod caught that. That's so funny. Oh, MP Buster? Okay, that's a counter. Okay. Oh, that's also a counter. Gotcha. Okay, I'm learning. Oh, she even frowns. She's like, my face. Wow, so many different crazy... Oh, no! I'm not gonna be able to do this fight today. I'm just gonna have to sleep it. Oh, wait, she's not dead yet? Oh, she is now. I know, look at those fingernails. Okay, I'm already, like... I'm technically over my time, so I have to sign out. And honestly, this whole thing has been a little bit of a slog for me, and so I'm kind of done with this whole. So I will be back tomorrow, refreshed and ready to do this fight. That whole Black Omen was bananas, and I should have like known, but you know what I'm saying. Let's see, what happens if you resume? Where do we start? We have to fight the Mammon Machine again? Okay. Well, that's good to know. Yeah. I was thinking that was gonna be it. I thought the Mammon Machine, that was it, but... Okay, does anybody have any, like, seriously, does everybody have any pointers for that Queenie? For real. I don't necessarily want to look up spoilers, but does anybody have like vague, can I put stop on her? Can I put her hands to sleep? Can I... Cody, you also have a very Merry Christmas. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. I hope it is stress-free, and I hope, yeah, go left. I hope it is stress-free, and I hope everybody, yeah, if I don't see any of you guys before Christmas, or if you don't celebrate Christmas or whatever, I hope you have a lovely week, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, whatever it is you do with your time. I hope you get to spend it surrounded by people that you care about, that care about you, even if it's just one other person that you get to hang out with. Maybe you get to FaceTime people that you hang out with. I hope you get to, here's what I'll say. I hope you get to spend it doing something that you love, whether it's being around people, or maybe just hanging out, not around tons of people because that's not your thing, or playing video games, or just spending some time with yourself and having some self-care, whatever it is. I hope that you have an excellent, excellent Christmas. And thank you, Chaos. I appreciate you being here. It was lovely to see you. And Shelter, super awesome to have you in chat today. I appreciate your comments and everything so much. And Erica earlier, I'm not sure if Erica is still here, but we had some really, really awesome. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought you focus on the head. The hands result in counterattacks. Okay, that's good. That is good. That is helpful. Whenever I play a Square game and it has a main part and two side parts, I usually kill one side, then focus on the middle. Usually Square likes to punish you for killing both sides first. That is usually my first experiment when fighting a foe like that. Yeah. Well, apparently the hands counter. So if I just focus on the head, good. That is good enough. So with that being said, I will be back tomorrow. I will not be streaming on, would I be approving to toying with developing a graphic novel? Let me think about that. Graphic novels are like the way these days, man. Charlotte read all the Wings of Fire graphic novels. She's read the Warriors graphic novels up until the current novel she's on right now. I wish Harry Potter would do graphic novels, man. She'd love that. She doesn't really want to sit and read the chapter books. The chapters are a little long for her, but man, if they would make graphic novels, I would buy the whole set for her. Let me think about it, and I'll let you know. Because it's never even occurred to me. I kind of do like the idea of a graphic novel, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, well, since I've gone over my stream time, I have some food for thought. I can't do this with this music playing in my head. So, hold on. Oh, it still plays? Okay, well, then I'm gonna mute it for you guys. and also for me, because I cannot say this with a straight face with the game music playing. So yeah, that music does not mess around. So I just hope that each one of you knows and remembers how important you are and how much you matter. That's not tied to monetary value. That's not tied to donation value. That's not tied to, donations. That value is not tied to money or, work success or anything like that. That is simply because you are a person and you are a human being that I think is excellent. I don't know each of you personally, but like in person, but I support and believe and treasure life in general. And I just appreciate people. I just love people. I love all the differences we all have. And I love all of the different um, uh, gifts and talents that we have that we can bring to our life and those around us and everything. And I just really, really love people. People give me energy, and people make me really, really happy. I am energized when I get around people. And I am very, very grateful. Here we are at the end of the year. It's Christmas time. It's kind of, with Thanksgiving also, and with the end of the year coming up, it's kind of a time to reflect and think back, and I just couldn't ever have dreamed that I would be in this situation with a wonderful community of people. I really hoped when I first started streaming that I would be able to, cultivate something like that. And I'm really, really grateful for this group of people and for not only the uplifting and positive, the uplifting vibes and the positivity that you guys give me, but the uplifting and positive vibes that you give each other. I may not respond to everything that I see on Discord because I have a life and I've a mom and I've got kids and stuff, and I can't respond to every little thing, but I see the messages and the encouragement and the positivity and whatnot that you guys give each other. And that does not go unnoticed. And I appreciate that a lot, because as the world gets crazier and crazier, we have to find middle ground with each other, and we have to show more love and compassion. We have to. We don't have a choice, because the world is only going to get crazier. And so seeing all sorts of people that may have different beliefs in things or maybe have different opinions on things or whatever come together in a community and build each other up and legitimately want to see every member of that community be the legit best person that they can possibly be. That's all I could ever ask for. Whether it's music or it's art or it's game development or it's writing or it's, trying to get healthy or it's, whatever it is, like we all come together because we love games, but every single person in this community has something to offer that someone else doesn't. And we all kind of come together and create this really, really cool community. And I really appreciate that. And so my heart is very, very full, because I never in a million years would have imagined I would have created something like that. I went through lots and lots of friends as I was growing up. I was a very, very loyal person, loyal to a fault, probably. And I held on to friendships and whatnot of people that I loved and adored, and watched them grow distant and go away. And I always wanted to be as loyal as possible and be as, and I loved my friends. I really, really appreciate my friends. And friends kind of come and go, but we've got kind of a core community here that has kind of not changed in the last little while. And I hope it only grows. I really do. And I don't say that I want things to grow because I want to make partner on Twitch or anything like that. That's not what it's about. I love streaming because it's self-care for me, and I love playing these games, and I love experiencing a lot of these games for the first time. Like having it archived and being able to put it on YouTube or whatever, and with, super cool people that may have played it before, maybe not. I just really appreciate this, because I may have kind of started this community, but I'm not the only one that's cultivating it. Everybody here is cultivating it in their own way. And I just really, really appreciate that. And so as much as I am so grateful and I'm speechless of all the generosity and all the donations and the subs and all that stuff, cheers or bits or, whatever. That's all wonderful. And I appreciate that so much. And I'm not trying to downplay any of that, because that was very kind and it was very, very generous. I only want to reiterate that that stuff is great and I love it. And it allows me to do things for myself, and it allows me to do things for my girls and my family, especially like right now around Christmas time, that I wouldn't otherwise be able to do, which is wonderful. But ultimately, I stream here because I love games and because I love people. And I consider myself very lucky that I have found such a great, great group of people to spend my time with. So please don't ever forget how important you are. I know that with how many people are in this community, I'm sure we have people that are feeling lonely, especially this time of year. We've got people that are feeling distant. We've got people that are feeling maybe struggling because, we've had losses in families and stuff. And people will people will always go through periods where they feel more lonely than other times in their life. But I consider every one of you extremely important. And I hope you can remember that, because I know this life can get you down and this life can be hard and it can be frustrating at times. But I promise things will not stay that way forever and things will improve, and that you have a whole group of people that are behind you. And I watch that every day on the Discord, and I'm really, really grateful for that. Yeah, we should be back on schedule for Friday. It's a song thing, right? I still have to edit my Burly Men at Sea thing. I obviously didn't have time. We should be on for Friday. With that being said, I will not be streaming Wednesday or Thursday. I don't stream Wednesdays anyway, but I won't be streaming Thursday because it's Christmas Day. And I want to spend that time with my family. So I'll be streaming tomorrow, and then I will stream on Friday, and we will do a Guess the Game scene. But I appreciate everybody here, regardless of who you are or where you came from or how successful you are in work or how, I appreciate everybody here, and I am looking forward to so many more amazing experiences with everybody here. So thank you guys for being you, and for being open and honest too. We've had some really great conversations just over the last, couple years of, I'm a firm believer in being open and honest and being transparent about things. And I think that's helpful to other people that may be experiencing the same things. And we've had some people be pretty open and honest about their own struggles in this community as well. And I just appreciate you guys for that, because that can be really hard. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Mactastic. Merry Christmas, everybody. I mean, I would go through and name everybody that I see in chat right now, but I can't even name every single person. I can't name it. And I don't know who all is still here anyway, but yeah, so I'll be back on Friday, and we'll do a Guess the Game scene. And, we all have different opinions, and we all have different beliefs, and we all have different, we've all come from different backgrounds and things like that. But I believe it is possible to, find a middle ground. And like I said earlier, we have to find a middle ground. It cannot just be us versus them all the time. We've got to find a middle ground and have some compassion. And it can't just be our way or the highway all the time. That's not how you build relationships with people. There's got to be a give and take. And so anyway, I appreciate all you guys. And now I just feel like I'm rambling and talking in circles. So I will see you guys tomorrow. If not, have a super wonderful holiday, or whatever it is you're going to do with your days on Wednesday and Thursday. I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody has an enjoyable time. And thank you guys again for all the generosity today, and all the kindness today, and all the support today. And support does not have to show up monetarily. Support is shown in so many ways, just by you guys being here and hanging out in chat. I appreciate that a lot. So I don't think anybody's opinions are dumb. They may be different, but I don't think anybody's opinions are dumb. I would never call anybody's opinion. Well, I don't know. I've definitely heard some opinions that I'm like, but I certainly haven't heard any opinions in this community that I have considered dumb ever. I can honestly say that. Different than mine, maybe sometimes, but definitely not dumb. So, everybody have an excellent rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. Please remember how important you are. Please also remember to choose kindness, because you just never know what people are going through in their lives, especially right now, this time of the year. And for any of you new people that came into chat today, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and for all your thoughts and all your awesome words and support and everything. I just appreciate everybody. And like I said, I'm talking in circles again. So, well, I don't drink coffee, so I can't attest to that. But I will see you guys tomorrow. And if not, have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for all you do and all you think and all you think you do. And I will see all of you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. It doesn't matter. It's in the past. It's not over. It's not done till it's not over till it's what?